is up, yo? What's up? What's up? Back.
What's up? It's React and Draw. We have returned.
Some power is already here.
What's up, chat? What's up? So, we
Power be YouTube ready, man. He's on McAdee's lives in the morning. He's here now. You know what I'm saying?
he's empowered by the spirit of art. So, we're checking in on Sean's drawing of E from Stellar Blade and 2B from Nier Automata,
Yes.
the crossover that people are looking for, the unofficial spiritual kinfolk of
Correct.
two franchises that are creating waves, ripples in the media, blogosphere.
For designs, apparently.
Right, the
Hold that
designs
thought.
of
I gotta
their.
get this. I gotta get this thing back up because it is acting up.
Oh,
All right,
something's
there we
acting
go.
up.
Yeah, no, it's back now. Yeah, it was. It
All
was doing.
right.
It was doing some BS. All right.
Yeah, there's people are criticizing the looks of these characters. Well,
Well, they
more Stellar Blade.
yeah. Eve is catching the brunt of you know the arguments, carrying on from her I guess colleagues of yesteryear, like Quiets from Metal Gear Solid 5, and like did I don't know if 2B and A2 caused a stir when
I
they're.
don't think it did,
I feel like it
but
didn't.
no, it didn't. Because I don't know. I guess aesthetically, somehow I don't know, didn't
It was a
trigger
different
people.
time. When did Nier come out?
Yeah, it didn't come out that long ago.
No, it was. It definitely wasn't that long ago. Because let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Because I'm curious. Release. I feel like that was like. I was about to say 2018. So it's February 23rd, 2017. So apparently 2017. Uh, what happens if I type in near automata controversy? Does anything come up? I'm just curious, y'all.
I don't think so. Doubtful. But the controversy I feel is on Stellar Blades and isn't really like that big. You know what I mean?
It's not.
In fact, there's more supporters than anything. But there are, some outliers, and I guess some journos that are trying to see if they can make this an issue.
Yeah.
I think it was a reveal that she's gonna have like I don't know 40 to 50 costumes in the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. There's
So
a
they're
pot.
definitely designing this to be cosplay ready during convention season.
Oh yeah. Look, there's going to be cosplay of Eve. There's
Oh
no
yeah.
doubt about it. There's going to be cosplay of this woman. Interestingly enough, I just see hold on the recent collaboration event. I just found that there's an actual link between Near Automata and Stellar Blade. So I believe Shift Up, or a company associated with them, does a game called Nikkei, and
Mm-hmm.
Nikkei is a mobile game. And apparently Nikkei had a collaboration with Nier.
Okay.
Yeah, when was this? This was last year? Yeah, last year.
And what is this game?
Oh,
What is this
Nikkei?
collaboration? Yes.
Well, Nikkei is Nikkei. Hold on. Let's. If you give me a moment, I can we can all become educated. Faye's in the chat. What's up? What's up, Faye? And Mari Cinematic.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
How's it going tonight?
I believe tomorrow is the debut of Madam Web.
Yes, and so right. While I'm looking up this information, I guess we could chat about Madam Web real quick. Yes, Madam Web
Yes.
debut
Yes, we
tomorrow.
did a live stream about Madam Web a few weeks back. If you want to look at that,
Right.
we predicted that if the film would not, perform at the box office, we didn't even predict that. It was predicted already. They said that the sales tickets were like, I don't know, on par with like what Mobius and things like that.
Yeah. Oh, it went up 2 points in the tomato meter.
Yeah.
There you guys go. Boom.
Holy guacamole. It went down from what I saw this morning. It was like 22. Now it's like 17.
Oh,
Maybe
so
it.
when I last checked before I got on stream, it was 15. So now
Oof.
it's actually rose 2 points.
And these are from the critics.
Yes, this is
Okay.
the critics.
They were trying to pander to the critics super hard with like just,
And look, I'm not even gonna click into some of these reviews. Just look at the couple of sentences right now. Since
just
when did the new Marvel become the old DC? Sheesh. You're just killing two birds with one stone there, aren't you? Madam Web is 100% absolutely the worst Marvel film ever made. Ever made?
wow.
Ever made?
Elektra, worse than Elektra with
Ever made?
Jennifer Garner.
Right. It can't be worse than Electra, bro.
Could be. We don't know. We didn't see it.
Ever
At least we knew who
made?
Elektra was. At least it was Jennifer Garner.
This person
Every
that
time I see trailers for this movie, it looks like Dakota Johnson's just bored with what's going on. It's like, hello, what's going on? I'm Madam Web. I don't know. It's like she's just sleepwalking through this film. And look at the cover too. Where's you got there's no costumes, there's no superheroes, there's no
yeah,
fighting.
this joint trash, bro. Like,
It's like some kind of psychological thriller thing going on here. It's just her face. They can't like sell this film. There was no sale. I feel like the studio gave up on it. They
bro.
were just like, this thing was coming out like in 3 weeks, and there was like no like final trailer. I think she hosted Saturday Night Live, but that was about it. Like, it's pretty much a DOA project. It's released February. This thing. The audience score isn't here yet
Yo,
because
listen.
it's not officially released yet.
My
Tomorrow.
my man Joshua over here says it's the kind of movie destined for repeat 10 p.m. viewings on TNT or Netflix.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not TNT. Good grief.
Oh yeah, they're gonna show TNT right after they show Colombiana for the 100th time, and
It said there are action scenes that never happen that seems to be saying what matters to the public is no longer relevant beyond justifying a brand. Oh no, that's a whole paragraph chopped up. I'm not even gonna bother reason. Yeah, man.
it's almost like they didn't want to make this. You know what? If they were gonna make like a female Spider-Man movie, they should have just made Spider-Woman. Like, get bold with it and make Spider-Woman. Now, Spider-Woman's in this, the Julia Carpenter version, in the black outfit played by Sydney Sweeney.
Yes.
Who's like a rising star. At this point, she's probably like as bankable as Dakota Johnson is. Maybe not as much because of the 50 Shades of Grey tie-in, but like just about.
Right.
They probably could have just had her as Spider-Woman and just cut the rest. It's like what is the point of this Spider-Man extended universe stuff? It's like so ridiculous.
I don't know. It's yeah, man. I seen some pretty bad reviews on
There's not enough material there to like milk into each character having their own movie.
no. No, it is not.
It doesn't make sense. I don't know. Anyway,
Somebody
Faye in the chat says a few people who are going to see it will be in MC theaters. Probably. Only the most diehard superhero fans that will watch anything related to Spider-Man, hoping to, I don't know, fully understand the cinematic universe, the Sony cinematic universe.
Hold on. Stop. Wait. I just want to read something to y'all. I'm not going to show it on screen because I do not believe that this person deserves to be exposed. There's got to be a bot.
What is it?
I'm at a loss for words. I not. Are they being sarcastic? They're being sarcastic, right? I'm at a loss for words. I have been shaking, crying, and throwing up since the movie ended. I'm going through withdrawals. Dakota Johnson gives the performance of a lifetime, and Ezekiel is easily the most compelling villain in a comic book movie to date. That's not
Oh
real.
man.
That's not real. That can't
It-
be
This,
real.
this is on X on Twitter.
Yes, that can't be
So
real.
how many followers does this person have?
250.
Do they at least have a profile pic?
Yes.
Is it of an anime character?
No. No, it's an actual
Is it
person.
of Miles Morales?
No. It's an actual person.
Okay.
Individual
Sure.
appears to be a man.
All right. It's probably from like stockphoto.org or
So,
pexels.com or
so a 10 out of 10. What's he posting on here? Oh, he's posting about.
shaking, violent, throwing up. This is like the new Gen Z millennial speak for, they really enjoyed it. Like they're
I
losing, you're convulsing,
no, I'm shaking. It's so good.
It's like some weird kind of violent reactions, like uncontrollable bowel movements because it's so awesome. For this, like,
Nah.
why would you? Why would you? There's nothing in that trailer that made it seem like this movie was going to be fantastic.
Oh,
In fact, the trailer made it seem very confusing. If anything, like I didn't understand what was going on. Like half the time, the editing was that trailer was so heavily edited
yes.
that it made Liam Neeson's, I don't know, fight scenes in Taken 3 look more coherent. Like there's a famous meme of like, I don't know, back a few years back of like Liam Neeson in
Yeah.
Taken 3 trying to jump up a fence. Like he had to climb up a fence and then jump, to the ground. And they shot it like in like, I don't know, 14 takes and like edited him like
Are you
running up,
serious?
walking up to
14
the
takes?
fence. It looked like they edited like multiple times. You know what I mean? Like he ran up to the fence, put his hand on the chain link fence, got up to the fence, threw his leg over the chain link fence, and then dropped down. And because he's old, the guy's like in his 70s. You know what I mean? So in order to get him to look like he could jump over that fence, they had to like, I don't know, do like 18 cuts.
Right.
Now the Madam Web trailer, I guess they were like, I don't know, just choppy. Probably because like if they have everyone talking for any more than 5 seconds, the dialogue is gonna sound terrible.
Yeah.
Um,
I tweet about. Nah, man, they got trolls out tonight. Listen to Madam. Wait, hey, Madam Web is the best combo movie since The Dark Knight.
stop. That ain't real.
But listen, for any new viewers that are tuning in right now at this moment, I will get to some art. I just this segment I can't. This is just too funny. Like,
No way.
this is the best combo movie since The Dark Knight. Such incredible acting, writing, and editing. There will
How many?
be a before and after. How many people? 1,090. That's how many followers he had.
How many likes that
No, I
comment
think
get?
he's trolling. I think this guy's. Wait, hold on.
How many likes the comment get?
No, he's trolling. Look, he also said, "I'm so sorry for the competition at next year's Oscars."
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, my man.
Thank you.
Yeah, my man's not serious.
Yeah, you
My
gotta
man,
stop it.
my man is not a serious person.
All right. Hey.
Oh yeah, and this is Nikkei, by the way. I'm not exactly sure how it even plays.
All right, now what is it? What is this? Is this like some
It,
kind of
it's a, I believe it's a.
Fortnite type of thing? Is this...
I'm not. Don't get me to answer exactly how it even plays. I know they got some cool designs. Like they got the characters over here. Alicio. And so all women that I know of that I'm aware. But yeah, apparently they had
Oh,
some.
was it in some controversy too? Like this title?
I believe so. Yes.
Oh, okay, because it's featuring like hot babes or whatever.
Yes, exactly. I saw. I believe this also had controversy as well.
Hmm.
Let me see something if I
It's
can.
almost like there's some kind of attractiveness threshold that you have to achieve with your character design in order for them to be included within that game or something. So
Yeah.
I could see
So
why
so did it.
some will be upset if their character didn't make the cut. It's like going to some, I don't know, nightclub in the early 2000s where Paris Hilton is in the VIP room
Right.
and Lindsay Lohan and Brittany and Christina are all hanging out there, and then I don't know, some average person walks by and the bouncer says he can't get through or whatever. I guess that game is representative of that situation, and that's upsetting some journos.
Now I know Makani knows all about this game because he has the game. I believe. I don't know if he has the game, but he knows a lot about the game. And I think Power, if you're still in the chat, we know a lot more about the game as well.
Yes, maybe you can educate us in the chat.
And Power, if you're still here, you can educate us about Nikkei, how it plays, what it's like. It it is in fact shift up that makes that, right? Like I'm almost certain. I might be wrong. Let me
Hmm.
do a little quick search to shift up Nikkei.
Now, the other characters from the game are from other games as well, I assume.
I think they're all designed for Nikkei specifically.
Okay. And this is like a featured character, like how Spawn is in Mortal Kombat or something.
Yeah, but they didn't feature 2B or A2. They featured like a robot character that I think that like that is not like named Pascal. That's not really fitting into the game at all. So, um,
Gotcha.
yes.
All
So
right.
Goddess of Victory, Nikkei, developer, Shift Up, artist, Hyung Tae Kim. And we're gonna talk about
Yes.
all that and more as I get into this. But before we get into that, let's go through the chat. We got people up in here. I'm glad everybody's
Yes.
here. We got Faye.
That's
Already
right.
said Faye is here. Johnny Ortiz in the house
What's
says,
up?
"What you didn't like Electra training while Vanessa's play?" Oof.
Yeah, I don't know. They seem to be very focused on the new metal back in the day, the whole and the whatever Evanescence was.
Yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, that was a very much a thing. They had like that in that kind of music in the Daredevil movie, and even in the Punisher movie, they had like whatever, like bands like Drowning Pool or whatever, and like
Right.
they're very much. You look at the soundtracks of those films; they're very 2000s ish. You know what I mean?
Very.
In the zeitgeist.
Um,
At least they try to have a soundtrack. Now they don't. You know, unless it's like a throwback soundtrack, like Guardians of the Galaxy.
I guess.
But yeah, Evanescence was not the vibe. I don't know, in an action movie.
Yeah, I don't know
Although I'm
about that.
sure there are Evanescence fans. I don't know if you're an Evanescence fan in the chat. You know, I don't have strong feelings about it, so don't be offended. You can stay. I don't care. They probably it's probably
um,
better than a lot of what's being played right now. Like, because I saw the Grammys last week,
okay.
and
I didn't see it, so
bro,
I didn't even want to
I
know, to be honest.
I don't know what's happening with music, bro. Like, I don't know, it's circling down the drain.
Faye here says, Sean, your post about Paul was hilarious. Hey, I'm listening. I'll get into that in a sec. I'm just like, look, if
Well, let's get into it now, okay? You recommended that Paul.
yeah, I'm like, look, here's my thing, right? Like, look, they gonna see. I wish Hage was here because he would have backed me up on this. I'm on the like, just let it all burn, bro. Just let it all burn. If y'all had the audacity to think that we want to see a Morbius movie, a Craven movie that's really not about Craven, a Venom movie not connected to Spider Man, and whatever the heck the MCU is doing over on the other side, then I'm like, and you make Madam Web that gains a whopping as of right now at 9:45 p.m. Uh, on this Tuesday night a 17%. Then go ahead and make a movie about Paul, bro. Do it.
Yes.
I
And if
dare
people don't
you.
are not familiar, Paul is a character that was created to be Mary Jane's new boyfriend.
Yes.
Spider-Man disappeared for like mysteriously in a 5-year gap, and then when he reappeared, his wife Mary Jane, or his girlfriend, his lady love, was married to a guy named Paul and got kids with this dude, and fans hated it. Yet they continue to have, like, I don't know, multiple comics featuring this goof.
Damn.
And there he is right there.
Boom.
You
Paul.
know,
And there's my
Paul.
statement. There's my statement right down there.
Right. So, they could spin him off, get his own franchise.
Might as well.
Who could play Paul? I'm not really sure. I'm trying to think of like an actor. He doesn't look like anybody really. Like,
Somebody in the in my thread joked that Ryan Gosling played Paul.
Ryan Gosling would not play Paul. He got better things to do.
Oh man. Yeah, so like just bring in all the terrible ideas. I want to see them all of them, all of them.
Right.
But yeah, that was my thing
That's
earlier.
right. All right.
Let me
Cool.
let me go through the rest of these so we can get to the
Let's
draw.
put up the art. Put up the art.
Yes.
So,
Massive Panda's here. What's up? What's up, man? What's up? Uh, Massive Panda says just got here, but someone is outraged because Hot Women bad again. Yeah, man. I don't know. They outraged about that every day. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Power is talking about what? Oh, he's talking about the awards. Is Paul that dude they said was modeled after? Yeah, they try to say like he was. Somebody tried to joke that Paul was a self-insert. So, and Faye reposted the. Hold on, before we go, Faye reposted this. If you, which is here we go.
well, Power 900 says Jay-Z called out the scammies while being nervous. That's what happened. Yeah, he was ranting about, like, I don't know, they didn't give Beyonce more awards or something, and people weren't really supposed to be in the categories they're in, and you know,
Mm,
I don't know.
yeah, Faye reposted this the time to run. We went over this on Twitch, y'all. We was trying to like look through the Paul saga, and like
Yeah,
there was
yeah,
a
Paul was not happening, like, and they were trying to make it a thing, and then I think, yeah, she slapped her husband or something, and in a
yeah,
back punch,
yeah
like
she
a
slapped
spinning back
Paul.
fist.
She said, "Oh, now Mary Jane is on that domestic violence tip or whatever. I don't know.
But it was Paul, so
I guess
no.
technically she did it twice this year because it's Spider Man. Oh, is this a spoiler? Is this a game spoiler? Never mind. Never mind. I don't know if anybody wants to play Spider Man 2. Anyway, anyhow. Let's get to the topics at hand. Wanna do got these two young ladies right here doing their thing.
Right. Cool little crossover. So
Whoa.
with this sketch, since you're picking up from last time,
Mm-hmm.
what are you working on right now with it?
So right now, what we are doing is we're putting in those annoying little details that can only occur in, no offense, video game characters. By the way, if anybody's an aspiring artist, I would suggest when you design your characters, and I know some of my characters can be a little intricate, but yo, this is awesome. Like at the side, I'm not talking about my drawing. I'm talking about the design right here at the side, which is not. I don't know why it's not moving. But yeah, don't ever design a character like that for a comic book because you're gonna have to draw that over and over and over again, and you're gonna see when I let me get it into view. I don't know why it can. Oh, I know. Never mind. I got you. I got you. Let's go to home and go right back in there. Can I move it around? Yeah. Yeah, all of this nonsense. Yeah. It's a lot. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Just making sure I fill. I did some of it already, actually, as you can see,
Hmm.
as you
Yeah,
can see
look at
right
that.
there. And then Miss Two B has these. Not there. 'Cause I'm gonna have to. Where does she have her skirt? Here we go. Yeah, she's got this nonsense going on. So we're gonna be doing a little bit of that. Mm,
All right, he's getting into the fine details.
yes,
Very, very classy. I'm gonna get to the chat, guys. Thank you for being in the chat today. If you would do us a solid, just like that video, like our video,
yes, yes.
hit the thumbs up. Let's the algorithm know that we are alive
Yep.
and kicking and not tripping like Scotty Pippen. All right, so we got.
Alive, unlike them reviews for Madam Web.
That's true. That movie's dead in the water. They didn't even give it a chance. Like the own studio was like, "Nah, we're not even releasing more trailers." Usually they have like the trailers that are like, teasers that lead to the trailer, and then the trailer leads to like the long trailer where they
Mm,
like spoil more to get you more excited.
yes.
They didn't care. From the trailer that we saw before, it seemed like there were like superheroes in costumes in this thing.
Yeah.
One had like a giant fro or something like that. I don't know. It's some tarantula like legs coming out her back. I don't know. Am I wrong about that?
No, I believe you're correct.
And they didn't even want to have that like featured in some I don't know mega trailer or anything like that. They were just like she's an EMT that can see into the future,
Hmm.
and they're about to kill. They're about to attack these girls, and she has to protect them with her psychic powers. And then at the like last 5 seconds of the trailer, they show like some superhero mush of like them doing acrobatics, and then that's it. Ridiculous. Although at the premiere, it seemed like
They were trying
Sydney
to.
Sweeney and yeah, they were trying to like sex it up, and they had the world premiere. Maybe show pictures of that. I don't know.
I think so. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty salacious. It's pretty scandalous. This is a family
Yeah,
program.
this is a family channel right here.
Is it a family channel? Well, it's some kind of family.
It's
Maybe,
family enough.
maybe like for the Osbournes or something like that. Their family, right?
They are a family.
It's funny. I was watching some of that. They have like a podcast now, so I guess they're like continuing the legacy in podcast form on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I was watching Ozzy, and they were trying to ask him like questions like, "Oh, you know what this word means, like Riz, and you know what, like I don't know, I'm dead." These like millennial phrases, these Gen Z phrases,
Hmm.
and he didn't know what was going on. Like, so he's like, "What? I don't know anything going on." He's just like
why they
muttering stuff.
why they bothering
But then
that
when they
man?
got into like serious topics about like I don't know the news and all this,
Hmm.
suddenly he became very lucid and like he was making like points and things. Like, I don't know if I agree with all the points, but I'm saying like he seemed more like with it or something. So I was like, oh, okay, Ozzy, at least Ozzy's
Coherent.
yeah,
Well,
he's doing all right. He's doing all right. He's doing all right.
all right.
Yeah. Let's see. I go to chat. Power. Oh wait, Master Panda's here. What's up? He says, "Is Paul the dude?" Oh no, yeah, we got to that. He says, "Yeah, that's exactly what Marvel fans have been waiting for since the '60s. Spider-Man to get cucked out by a rando named Paul. Great,
My man Paul, bro. My man was out here.
so weird. I think it's just because like they were just trying to peeve people off into buying the comic book. It's like trying to get somebody to pay attention, even though it's like not positive attention.
Yeah.
It's like irritating people just to make an impact, which I don't know if that works really, but I guess it's like works more than doing nothing. I
Uh
have no idea. I don't even know if that's true.
yeah.
I don't know what happens. I don't know what these companies is like making internet noise gets them promotions. Like, do they like take a receipt of like the analytics? and just show it to the boss and then give him promotions, but it's not about sales. It's just weird.
I had a question. What even happened to the whole Paul storyline?
I have no idea. It had to be like rebooted or something. I have no idea. Back to standard. He probably went back in time and then like changed the timeline so that stuff ever happened. Who knows? Faith says Jay Z looks like someone's Caribbean grandma. Yeah, it's like a meme going on. Saying he like somebody's grandma during the Super Bowl.
I mean, hey, listen, it's not as bad as during the Super Bowls. Jermaine Dupri was out here wearing, I don't know, Oompa Loompa outfit. You see this thing? My man was getting destroyed on the internet, bro.
Travis Kelsey walked in looking bedazzled and like he was
Oh,
had some black outfit that was sparkle.
Oh yeah. Bro, what is
The
going
dude
on?
was about to join Sparkle Motion like in Donnie Darko or something with that glittery jacket he was wearing. The guy was putting his whole persona on the line. He had to win. Just justify it all. Just to justify that jacket
Right.
suit combo with the glitter, he had to win the entire Super Bowl in order to justify that.
The chaos.
Power 900 says that had a way with was it Felicia and Bell Tower Church. Zeb Wells. Yeah, I don't know. Zeb Wells is like I don't know, he really he did he disable comments on his Twitter for this?
Don't
I think
quote me. I believe so. If
that's
I
a rough.
remember
A lot
correctly.
of the stuff too is editorial. It's like mandates. Like I need a guy named Paul. I need a humiliation ritual for Spider-Man. Make it happen. And he's like, no, or something. He's like,
And one
well,
day he
if you
did
want
gonna
to
tell
keep,
him like they made me write it.
yeah. They're gonna be like, hey, write this. Sometimes they do. Like there's a Twitter account by someone named I forget her name, Valerie the or is I forget her name.
Mm-hmm.
I would just butcher the last name. But she said that in the Durazio, what was it? And she has like this Twitter thread that said that in the like the late 2000s,
Yeah.
she
Excuse
was
me.
told to like write some self-insert character of herself getting meeting the Punisher and then falling in love with him and then eventually being, I don't know,
What
killed by
the
him.
hell?
Yeah, she says she was told to make this happen, through some email process with the editor. That's the claim. So I'm gonna just say allegedly,
If if
allegedly.
if true, that is like, can I sue him for defamation of character? Like
Oh, I don't know, man.
I guess not if you agree with it.
Self-insert. I mean, it's not like her name is in there, but I guess it's a character based off of her personal experiences. It's weird. So, comic industry is very strange, and the strangeness don't start with the writers. It's like top to the bottom. Like
Right.
anyway, Massive Panda says he's still waiting for Blackity Black to hit the big screen. Yeah, he's
Blackity Black coming soon. It's many things. It's a movie. It's a game. It's a comic book. It's a
it's a
multi.
multimedia experience.
Yeah, it's a multi.
VR,
Right.
augmented reality, shoes, merch tie-ins.
Right.
Keychains, Tamagotchi keychains.
But according to the director, if you're a certain of race, it costs more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's the reparation. So,
All right.
if
This is
anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, it's a skit that I put out. It's
right.
in my shorts. You guys could go look at it after the stream is over.
Yes. So, and be sure if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe
Yes,
to our
please.
channel. Then you can and hit the bell for all the notifications. Therefore, you'll see all of the shorts,
Yes.
all of the long form videos, and these lives. You can join in the chat, hang out with us as we draw and yap.
Right. Right.
So we got Power 900 says, and there's an alternate timeline where MJ takes Green Goblin to be the Green Goblin and kills Gwen Stacy to get back at Peter.
What the? Wait, for real?
Yeah. Then these alternate timelines, bro. Like, how many alternate multiverse timelines between the movies and the comics? It's just, I know they've always dealt with multiple timelines and what ifs and you know time travel and all this, but I swear they think it's like cooler than it is. Really,
No, definitely.
they definitely think it's cooler. Back in the day, they didn't have to do all this stuff. You know, sometimes they would do it like in X-Men, you know, Days of Future Past,
Yeah.
things like that, or like Cable, which is basically just ripping off the Terminator and all, you know, just like, oh, they're going back in time to save them the future from this one event. And but it's fun, but those storylines are like at least, you know, the decades apart or like 7 years apart from each other.
Right.
Now it's just like 7 minutes apart from each other. Master Panda says a Paul reboot. Yeah, maybe we'll reboot Paul. You know, if Paul's gone, maybe they'll bring him back. He'd be like, I don't know, the Dark Paul or something. Nega Paul. You know, he's like instead of him.
So it's like shadowed, like Shadow the Hedgehog type.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Megasonic type.
comes a villain. He wants
Mega.
his reality back. It's Spider-Man ruined.
Can't do this to me. I'm Paul.
Power 100 says they're roasting JD. You mean Jay Z? Which is JD. They're calling it his summer jam outfit. Oh, yeah. A lot of these people have like these colorful outfits, these celebrities, always trying to get attention.
Oh yeah. They're peacocking.
Yeah, they're peacocking.
That's what they're doing. They're peacocking, bro.
Crazy. But anyway, so what are you working on now? You got the sword thing happening?
Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna lie. Like her sword, I'll tell you something right now. Like this game's got a cool look to it. Obviously, I'm digging it, bro. I can't find any media on it. I want to let you know right now. All of this stuff in here, I
Hmm.
had to get from the trailer. Okay, like I had to screenshot this. Thankfully, the trailers were super high res to figure out what the heck was going on.
Dang.
I'm in the dark. Okay.
Yeah, that's a tutorial in itself. How to do fan art with no reference.
I mean, I kind of the last time I had to do something like this, never to this extent, was like when I did Rippaverse fan art, but when Bloodroot was just announced and she only had like two pictures,
Yeah.
but I managed to do this. Eve, Eve is another level. Like now, there's enough pictures of her. It's just that since she doesn't have a, unless I'm wrong, I might be wrong. I haven't seen any character standing images of her. So yeah, most of these shots, and every time I do see a character image of her, it's a portrait. So now I had to go. I had to play the game. I had to, sorry, play the game trailer at what is that, like minus 25 slow mo. There you go. She is standing up. Very intricate outfit going on right here. Now I will say though, she does have. I will fix one thing here, but she seems to have. I wish I could pull this into here. I don't know. I'm gonna feel it out. I'm gonna use the force on this one. It's around here. Let's put a little bit more blue in it. A little less. Okay. The green of her outfit is slightly different than the green on her gloves. We're gonna. I think that's it. If not, it doesn't matter because I had this on its own layer now. So we're just gonna do that right there. Any artists in the thread, in the chat? New layers are your friend.
Power 900 says, yes, they did a what if with the Zeb Wells run with MJ taking Green Goblin and becoming evil. She stabbed and says she stabs Gwen to get back at Peter, takes the Green Goblin serum.
Okay.
Dang.
Okay. Understood. I have no idea what to say about that, but understood.
Not great. Interesting, but weird. Well, it's a what if, so it doesn't really count as anything. Power 900 says, JD was Jermaine Dupri.
Oh yeah, Jermaine Dupri. Yeah. My man.
I gotta see this
I
guy's
might have to
outfit.
say, I might have to segue for this, y'all, because the way they roasted this man on the internet was hilarious.
This was when? When did this happen?
Super Bowl.
Oh.
Give me a second. I'm gonna bring this up real quick.
Master Panda says, I got here 20 minutes late, but did y'all give any updates about the Red Part 2 comic and or the animation? Just curious because I'm all in for all of it. Thank you so much, Master
Oh, thank you,
Panda.
thank you.
Thank you so much. The animation, I have to give it the calculations carry the 0. The remainder of the 3, calculate that by X amount. Fully complete. Hustle mania. Maybe a couple weeks.
Yeah, there you go. Here you go. All right, so Jermaine Dupri, man, it's came out. First of all, I don't know. You're talking about that. I don't know what the rest of these people were wearing.
Yeah.
Usher, first of all, Usher, he trying to be like the glitter version of Sub Zero or something. I'm not sure.
Well, that's fine. I mean, like, whatever. This is like some kind. I don't know what this is. This is some Power Ranger Super Bowl.
I suppose so. But Jermaine Dupri's joint right here, bro.
All right, what am I looking at here?
He got like some socks with the. They were trying to
With
say
a pouch on it. It's
yeah, they
like
were trying to say he was wearing like the church girl socks.
Rob Liefeld pouch right here. What's going
Yeah, they
on?
were
Like,
trying. Look, Jermaine Dupri was like,
oh man.
and he put. I think yeah. Oh no, he didn't post. Oh, he did post it. Though. Look, he said, "Ha, okay, I ain't have time for y'all last night. I was too drunk. Me and my homies performed at the Super Bowl, so I'm just really seeing how y'all got me effed up. But I will say it's funny as hell. Hey, listen. He was taking the roasting with grace. Oh man, son, they AI'd my man, bro.
What?
Yeah, but my man, he this the outfit he came out with. My man had like a blazer with, I believe, a button up shorts, and then these. I just want. I have a question. Look, this is the this is my own personal opinion. My own personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2024. Men, okay, men. Yo, you you can't be out here wearing loafers with the stitching on the top, bro. Like you can't do this. It's like grandpa's.
And this is like some hip hop guy, like, oh, I'm tough, I'm cool, I'm in the streets. And he's out here looking like Queen Elizabeth or something. Like he's out here looking like Marie Antoinette at the ball right now.
Trust me, like on the internet, I'm not even gonna get into that.
He's
I'm not even gonna
going to
look it up because it's too much.
he's going to the summer cotillion right now. The Sadie Hawkins dance.
Yo,
Like what's going on, player? Like what's what's happening in these streets?
Says they try to say he looked like a ghetto pilgrim. Somebody called him Leprechaun from the movie.
Yo, the leprechaun.
They were going ham, bro.
Yo, that's a leprechaun in the hood for real.
Yes. The
It's
whole
become
incident,
reality.
was just like it was hilarious.
Steal me about the gold.
I was like, Jermaine, who let you walk out? Who let him walk out the house like that, bro?
Yo, my man was watching like Leprechaun, Leprechaun 3. It was like, yo, that's the fit right there. It's a Warwick Davis running around looking for his gold, and he was like, yo, that's the fit right there, player. That's me right there.
He thought
He
that
called
was
the whole
so.
team and said, screenshot all this. Get this DVD, screenshot all this. I want all that on me. Chop chop.
Hold on. I think there's one video I could actually show because
there's always like these hip hop dudes. They always start off like, oh, I'm a street dude. I got all this gear on. I'm a, about that life. And then when they start getting that big money, then they start like, I don't know, getting real extravagant. Let's just put it that way.
I'm gonna play this one video. Dan, you could probably hear this, but the chat cannot. I'm gonna just hold on. Okay.
Like, make sure you get ding for the audio.
No. This is okay, hit desktop audio now.
Jermaine, the first person.
Okay, here we go.
Jermaine, the first person in history with bootcut shorts.
Wait. I'm trying to get it to play for chat. I just want it.
Jermaine, the first person in history.
Okay, there we go. All right, hopefully the audio picking that up.
With bootcut shorts.
Yeah, here we go.
Jermaine, the first person in history with bootcut shorts. Jermaine got on that suit funeral directors wear in the summertime when it's too hot and they trying to bury somebody. Jermaine got on them church socks all the little girls wear. Jermaine dressed like he auditioning for the new Batman. He want to be the Penguin. Jermaine at the Super Bowl dressed for 2 different seasons. He got summer on the bottom and fall up top. Jermaine dressed like a youth pastor at a progressive church. Jermaine dressed like he want to produce Gunna next album. Jermaine Dupri outfit came on one hanger. Jermaine dressed like he got a tap dance recital after the Super Bowl performance. Jermaine dressed like he got a musket in the front seat of his car. Jermaine dressed like the Pilgrims. Jermaine dressed like he signed the first draft of the Declaration of Independence. Jermaine dressed like his car crank up. Jermaine dressed like he talked like, yeah, see, yeah, see, yeah. Jermaine dressed like he hang with Dick Tracy. Jermaine, don't ever wear this again. As long as you live, don't you ever let me see you in this outfit.
That was it.
What's going on with Jermaine, bro?
Yo. Oh man, I ain't want Yo. I will say this, at least like it was like a universal roasted too. Like my man got roasted by everyone. First of all, he definitely got roasted by like every black person on the planet. And then
Facts.
All rip. And then he got roasted by every other race after that. So he definitely took it with grace. Yeah, shout out to Jermaine Dupri, bro. If I know you're never gonna watch the stream yet. Don't wear that again, bro. Like
yeah, I know. He got like get the shoe sock combo of like Bridget from Guilty Gear or something.
Oh man. Yo, Jermaine was dressed like 9S from Nier Automata, bro. I don't know.
Yes. Exactly. Yes, exactly.
Straight up. Maybe he should be in there. Yo, Jermaine, you had the long sleeve top with the shorts at the bottom, bro.
Yeah.
You thought you
Sounds
was 9S?
Like yeah.
Jermaine out here like 2B. Oh man.
That's what happens to all these street guys. You know what I'm saying? They get that big money. Travel around the world. Meet people from the World Economic Forum or whatever. Then suddenly their mind gets souped up. Thinking they're gonna be one of the global like leaders. Like when the Earth is taken over by AI robots, they're gonna be in the bunker running it all with a
Nah,
VR
facts.
headset on and stuff. This is, and then they feel they got to dress the part. You know what I'm saying? They got to dress like they're in the Hunger Games sequel with a big fright wig and
That's
like
what
weird
happens when
hair.
Jermaine, stop taking your clothing tips from like I don't know George S. You know what I'm saying? Or any of the elite. Chill, all right. Hold on, man, Jermaine. Hold on. Let me fix these legs so I could like go on with my life right now.
Yes.
Freaking Jermaine,
Let's see what
bro.
the chat's going. It's yeah, Power 900 says all of them. Oh, when they had Usher and the rest of them
Mm-hmm.
posing, that picture you showed, he said all of them look like bootleg Rangers, like the Power Rangers.
Rangers.
It's funny. I'm appreciating more and more like the Power Rangers. I've been
Same.
watching some of the Japanese Power Rangers, like the OGs before they translated here. It's way better.
Yeah.
At some point they're gonna have to just release the Japanese Power Rangers and just dub it or like put subtitles on it for like the kids because it's like way better. And I don't think they would care if it's dubbed at this point.
Right.
Massive Panda says, "Yeah, imagine Sub-Zero singing Climax by Usher." Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was like unofficial Sub-Zero.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like
know.
Glacier from WCW. Back in like the 90s, they tried to have a Sub-Zero like character, except they called him Glacier, and he looked exactly like Sub-Zero.
Right.
Power 900 says people were also coming for Usher over caressing Alicia Keys. Swiss Beats had to tell people, y'all focusing on the wrong things online.
I heard about this. Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely heard about
And it's
this.
kind of, I don't know. It's like on one hand, yeah, I mean, definitely he was caressing her, and like, in these days, people don't want to look like weak.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess on another level, like they're dancing, or he wasn't really dancing. He was just like kind of like they're performing. Who knows?
Oh, indeed.
But these days, I don't know, especially in the streets, you can't take L's with like your woman like dancing with Usher, especially after that Kiki Palmer thing.
Right.
He's like, "You're next." See, they're salty about it. Usher's just a menace, He's just there to
Yeah, Usher.
wreck marriages and stuff.
Don't trust
Swiss
that man.
Beats is Swiss Beats is like saying in the press that he's not upset about it, but enough memes get out there,
Yeah, he gonna start feeling the way.
It's true. It's gonna be tough in your those relationships where you gotta compete with your significant other, like who's gonna be more famous. And
Right.
I mean, he's a producer, so he's got that producer money. He's got his name on a lot of songs and
Right.
albums that'll go down in history. Like he produced like DMX's top albums, and those things will always be around forever.
Yeah.
So he'll always have money in the bank. But the fame, it's just hard to compete with fame. Let's see. Yeah, Power Now just says JD with the girl socks and Most Def with skirts. It's called fashion forward. Power 900.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
That's what the term I heard.
Yeah, I heard.
Some there. Like I said, like when they get super rich and they start like dressing how like it's the year 10,000 or something like that. Like they think like they're they're living in like Dune, and it's time to like I don't know. Their brain is on another level. They're gonna be a different kind of black man.
You gonna change the
They're
game?
gonna look like, yeah, they're gonna be like Viola Davis in the Hunger Games songs and Snakebird or whatever that movie was called. Songbirds and snakes. Or whatever. I saw like I think I don't know how many. I think I saw like 2 Hunger Games movies. I saw the original one
Mhm.
and the one after that, and then I kind of like petered out after that. I guess it had too many like I think it had too much YA vibes for me. Like I wanted to focus on the game, like actually like running around, like like
You
battle
talking about
royale kind of stuff.
that last one that came out?
No, no, no. I only saw like the
Oh,
original
okay,
one with
okay, okay.
Jennifer Lawrence, and then the
Oh
second
yeah,
one.
yeah,
But
yeah.
but then they got into this other thing where like they have to dress up, and it's like a fashion show as well. It's like a 2-part competition. It's the Hunger Games where they like get weapons and try to like murk each other and all this.
Yes,
And then there's also like a fashion show, gala ball, charm offensive competition or something.
yes.
And in the movie, they seem to take equal importance in the plot.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's where, I got a dip, you know. But whatever, those movies made a bajillion dollars, so what do I know? Pound 100 says, so different con the be go of me gold bow wow. Jermaine Dupri, yeah, probably. Face it, maybe he thought he was a kid in private school where the boys wear the blaze and the shorts. Yeah, the blazer, yeah. Yeah, they were going for like some kind of I don't know, Oliver Twist type stuff, whatever, like 19th century boarding school
Right.
vibe. I don't know, bro. Faces wasn't Ludacris wearing shorts too. I don't know. Yeah, he was. It was kind of like shorts, but then he had like I don't know padding underneath. I don't know what that was about really.
Yeah, I don't know.
A lot of decisions were made.
Give me if y'all don't mind, you're gonna see me doing some weird things here, but they're all on their own layers, so just give me the room to experiment.
Master Panda says Jermaine Dupri looks like Sir Topham Hatt from Thomas Train. That's the look he's looking for. He's watching old Thomas the Tank Engine on PBS.
Right.
Getting well, that's the vibe. And when you're rich, you just get stuff done. That just like people just listen to you and take your wacky ideas seriously.
Yeah.
Jermaine's like, "Yo, what's up, yo?" I was watching Thomas the Tank Engine. Got hit with a bout of inspiration. Chop chop, make it happen. Like she's watching Leprechaun with Jennifer Aniston. You know Jennifer Aniston was in the original Leprechaun. That was like her first movie, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
She should own it, She should talk about it, but she should own it. It's part of a successful franchise. They should do the reboot.
Oh, I just did that incorrectly. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I don't know. Faye says Super Sentai is great.
Ah,
It is great. It's funny, like the original Power Rangers, with Tommy and
yeah.
Billy and all those. Like I saw the Power Rangers, the Japanese version, the Super Sentai
Mhm.
of that season. So I saw what I guess essentially Saban mined for content
Yeah.
in its original form, and it's pretty wild. Like Rita Repulsa is named Bandora, and she's trying to resurrect her son that died or something.
Right.
And she has to call upon Satan, like the actual Satan, who's like some giant floating head above the city,
Yeah.
to like make some monster happen and resurrect the son. And there's a lot of weird stuff going on in there. A lot of weirdness, but entertaining because you never know where these things go. You can never predict what's going to happen in one of these Super Sentai shows, and it's kind of a different vibe than
Yeah.
America, where like they're very rigid about formulas.
Right.
Meanwhile, this is just like let your freak flag fly with the imagination. I got to get back to watching these things. I mean, they're like kids stuff, but they're interesting to watch because it kind of like frees the mind of what's possible
Yeah.
in like a half an hour content. Like I saw, I saw the that whole season, and then I watched Kamen Rider 01,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw all of that and the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and then I meant to go back into Super Sentai and watch some of the other seasons because they're all on Tubi,
Yeah.
and I kind of forgot, so maybe I should go back to that. Except you can't like do other things because it's all subtitled, so you already have to like pay attention.
Sit there and watch it. Yeah.
Especially since the plots are so bizarre and crazy. Like, they could be like on a sailboat one time, and then they're like, bam, they're fighting ninjas like
Yeah. You
in the
miss one thing, it's
city,
over.
and yeah, it's just like a lot of crap going on. So you gotta like really look at the subtitles and whatnot. It's fun though. It's fun. It's fun to watch because you're not thinking about anything else but like just how weird it is
Right.
and entertaining it is. Faye says, I have a marathon of Super Sentai every day on Twitch. The channel is called Tokushutsu.
Oh.
Yes, that's like the Shout Factory. They somehow got the rights to all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Faye has a Twitch channel, and it's every day. Every day. Oh, okay. So we'll be sure to check that out.
I got to tune in.
Yeah. Master Panda says, I don't think anyone has done it to the extent that Andre 3000 has, though. Oh, with the outfits and stuff? Yeah, it's true. He was he was changing the game. Very much so.
Indeed. Hold on, you can keep talking. I'm gonna be right back.
All right. Faces or Victoria era clothes with long sleeve blazer and shorts. Yeah, he was going for some Victorian vibes. He's watching Harry Potter or something like that. I don't know. The Yellow Ranger is played by a boy. That's true. The original, yeah. But yeah, most definitely. There's a lot of things that America can learn from Japan. It's funny because, like, I guess like the Power Rangers and all the, all those shows, those Sentai shows, and the Kamen Rider, they're like more sophisticated than what we show the kids here in our country. Like the plots are more different. The plots are very complicated. Like there's some crime investigation going on in the Kamen Rider show that I saw. And when it's all here, it seems like very kidified, like super kidified. And I think that's Saban. He like bought the rights to all this stuff and he just like dumbs it down a lot. Now I haven't seen a lot of modern Power Rangers, so I don't know if it got any better.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's like watching the Japanese stuff. I did watch the Kamen Rider Shin Kamen Rider from the director of Evangelion, Ano.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. It was very interesting. It just seems like he'll find a way to like make the whole thing a therapy session for what he's going through, like his various
I mean,
existential crisis.
that's his style, right?
Yeah.
Um.
So it's like about Kamen Rider and him fighting and all that stuff. It's basically a truncated season of Kamen Rider from like back in the day, like a reboot. But it's also about like I don't know this the debate of whether people should be happy all the time or should they like embrace their sadness to embrace the happy later, like on some kind of a medication thing. So it's a lot going on here, a lot of themes happening.
He's being
It was
philosophical.
philosophical. It's very interesting though. It's on Amazon Prime. Shin Kamen Rider. It's an interesting dude. I like Shin Godzilla. I guess Godzilla -1. I guess blew that one out of the water. I assume, but
I haven't seen Shin Godzilla, but from the clips that I've seen, which I still very much want to see,
mm,
I it seems to my ignorant knowledge that -1 is probably better in storyline aspect.
but I did like Shin Godzilla though.
I'll check it out.
So
I gotta check it out before I make an educated statement. Um, Sorry to cut, but between you, Dan, and Chat, um, now I was trying to do something, kind of sultry with the legs, but then I started wondering, like, am I doing too much where like I couldn't figure out the pose, and these this new stunt alterations probably look better for like standard purposes. What do you think? I don't know.
well, looks nice.
Right. I guess it's a little more achievable because it's like I don't know. The other ones were like making me think too much. Like I was kind of like throwing her leg back because I think the reference that I was originally using, especially for Eve, she was throwing her leg super back, but it kind of throws her at a different angle than 2B is at. So I'm wondering
Hmm.
if I should. I don't know.
I don't know. Why don't you give it a shot?
All right, let's try this. Let's take the same lines because I ain't redrawing that, right? Let's take that and which is funny because then it means that I didn't have to draw the detail I did on that leg in the first place. Boom. Once again, this is why you make multiple layers. You never know when you might have to double back.
Right. Faye says they also play Ultraman. Yeah. Oh, Faye said that's not my Twitch channel. It's a Twitch channel that plays Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Understood.
Power 900 says Hasbro owns the rights. Oh, okay. Faye says Saban is going their own thing and not using footage from Super Sentai. They make their own costumes and stuff. It looks cheap.
Huh. Interesting.
Mary Cinematic is asking, what pencil or brush do you use to draw in Procreate?
This brush I'm using right now is called the GVW Elder
Oh,
P4. I forget what brush set that actually is, but you can go Google that brush and you'll find a brush set.
I'll say that one more time.
That is GVW Elder P4. I guess if you just type in GVW Elder, it'll probably come up.
Yes. GVW Elders, Mary Cinematic.
It's a cool brush because it's pretty opaque, but it also has, if you go closer, still has like a pencil type feel. So,
Very cool.
and the other brush that I have, and I forget where I got this one from too, is which I probably should be using right now, is this Sketch Round One brush right here, which is actually pretty cool too.
Sweet. Sweet. Give it tips. Thank you, Chad, for asking these pertinent art questions.
Yep,
You know, thank you so kindly for stopping by. Like the video. We're still going, but like the video.
yep.
Um, helps us out. Power 900 says they're actually rebooting everything because the director of Dino Fury wants to focus on a Hollywood audience. They are no longer incorporating the Japanese scenes.
Hmm.
Interesting. I don't know what a Hollywood audience is nowadays. I mean, Hollywood means like even Hollywood doesn't know what they're doing nowadays. I mean, with Madam Web, like they want the Madam Web demographic. They don't even know what that is.
Right.
Blue Beetle.
Oh yeah, the ultimate demographic right there.
I mean, we have a nation of people that are like raised off of Japanese storytelling with anime and manga.
Yeah.
Going to Hollywood is almost like going backwards or
Yeah, I don't know why they would bother with
doing
that.
some side quest that leads nowhere in a lot of ways. I mean, it doesn't have to be that way though, but
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about a
we got to get
Hollywood
it
if I was
together,
them.
folks. I mean, what's going on? Like the American franchise that we have, like Tomb Raider, is anyone really looking forward to another Tomb Raider game where they like make Lara Croft further from what she originally was?
Once again, like don't.
To this day, people are still looking forward to like Final Fantasies and Resident Evil games and Devil May Cries. And
Yeah,
meanwhile, like when Tomb Raider comes out, everyone's like kind of just holding their breath and not in anticipation, but more like anxiety and
right.
trying to look at the trailer with like through open fingers, like barely want to see what's going on. They're like scared and open it slightly.
They're like, oh, what's going to happen now?
Yeah, freaked out. Wasn't it like a game? It was like some kind of like she was featured in some game, and then she was like walking with some like weird walk, like she was like bowing up, like she was like John Wayne or
It
something.
was recent, right?
Yeah, it's
Crap.
like a weird walk.
I forgot what game that was.
Even the movie. Remember they had a movie that came out a while ago with Alicia Vikander
It was a movie.
a while back though, like
You talking about the
before
one that
pandemic.
really?
Tomb Raider. It was like a reboot. It was like her origin or whatever. I don't know.
I didn't even.
It's like they had her like she was like rich or something, but she was like a bike messenger or something. And then she was like
Now
quit
hold on.
that
There
to be
was
Tomb Raider.
there was the old school Angelina Jolie movies, right?
Yeah, there
There
were
was
like
like
two
two
of
of them,
them.
right? And then
Yeah.
wasn't there a third movie with? Was it I might be wrong. Was it Rona Mitra? No.
No, Rona Mitra is the original Tomb Raider print model.
Oh, okay.
Even before Angelina Jolie
Okay.
was they were making movies with her.
Okay.
Yeah. This was in I don't know, 2017 or something like that. 2018. I can't remember. It was a Tomb Raider movie. Okay.
Huh.
Let me find out. Let me find out. Tomb Raider Alicia. Okay. Came out 2018.
Interesting.
It was okay. It wasn't terrible, but it was
Oh, okay.
just okay.
Huh.
But they were gonna sequelize that. That didn't happen, so it's just like dead in the water. I don't know who's gonna play her now. I'll tell you that. They probably get Sydney Sweeney to do it because they just want to put her in everything now. I guess she'll have to have a fake British accent, which is only fair because they have people with British accents imitating Americans. So why can't it work the other way?
Right. Oh gosh.
I know Americans don't like that the other way around though. They feel like something about America. They have like British worship or something.
Yeah.
With the Queen and the royal family and Meghan Markle and her marrying the Prince Harry and the kings and even Harry Potter, this like boarding school, and
They love it, bro.
they love it, bro. They call it, I don't know, Anglophile or something like that. Let's see. So okay, so you're working on these legs right now on a different layer.
Yeah, on a different layer, which
Right.
may or may not be more accomplishable to me. First of all, I'm throwing this whole one in shadow because it's behind.
Interesting. Very cool.
Also, this kind of exposes me to one thing that's not too much of a big deal to try to figure out, does Eve have heels or not? And I think she kind of does.
I think she does too.
It's like some kind of a big thick heel. It doesn't matter too much because that heel is going to be thrown into shadow.
Power 100 says, by justifying it, they're using an interview the actress of Catherine from Power Rangers complaining not having original costumes and such. Fans are disappointed too. You know what they should do? They should like create a uh like a Power Rangers esque type concept,
Mhm.
like Common Rider type concept, just something, you know, like those, I forget of the genre, I forgot it's called.
Mhm.
Toku Tatsu, whatever it's called.
Right.
Of Yeah, they should like try and make their own with the vibe the of those shows, like an American show.
They should.
Like remember Tommy? I'm sorry, what's his name?
Um,
Jason David Frank.
Frank. Yes.
Yeah, Jason David Frank. Before he died, he was working on a movie that was basically like it wasn't the Green Ranger, but it was
I
like
believe the White Tiger. Don't quote me
yeah,
on
yeah,
that.
it was called the White Tiger, Legend of the White Tiger, something like that.
Right.
And it was like an original character that I guess he created, and it was basically like in the vein of those shows like Power Rangers,
Yeah.
but it was like a darker one. It was like there was like Rangers before or like White Tigers or something like that, and then like he lost some battle so that the bad guys took over. So now he has to like come out of retirement to like save the world.
Yes.
And it was like more hardcore action. I don't know if it was like rated R, but it was like a hard PG-13 or something. But it was the original character he created. Cool. I was looking forward to that. And then, you know, he
Unfortunately
died.
passed. Yeah.
Yeah, he passed, but
Good idea though.
yeah, it's a good idea. Because it brought in like his fan base. So sad.
Okay. I think I found the answer to my question. I think this is better for me. I just did here.
Okay.
I mean,
Like the
it's got to be better
shadows
for
you
me because
added.
I got to be better for me because I did it. Like the other one had me like in uncertainty. So I suppose
You
I
don't
just
want uncertainty.
no.
You lay in the middle of the road. That's how.
So now I'm gonna make. It's kind of messed up because I actually had that whole design there. Can I salvage? Wait, can I salvage this part? This,
My
folks, is
cinematic.
what you call surgery. Okay.
Mm,
Oh, right there. Can I warp it a little bit? Distort. Oh, this is stupid. Oh, I should hold on. Let me look at her leg. Wait, I need a better picture of her leg. I had a better picture of her leg before. Oh,
uh-huh.
here it is. So that starts by her midway. Yeah, that's about correct. So all I gotta do is work that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Scrunch it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just saved myself a headache. All right, cool.
All right. Scrunched it. Put your top down, flip it, and reverse it.
Yep.
Flip it, smacked it, rubbed it down.
All right, now there's a boom, boom, boom. So I will say, y'all, this is probably the last time y'all are gonna see me stream this piece until the full piece is out, and then I'll put out a video, and all of that.
Yes. So it'll have a time lapse in the video when
Right.
it drops. So, and okay, so in the chat, Mary Cinematic is asking, what pens, pencils, or brushes do you use in Clip Studio Paint?
That is a trick question because I don't use Clipscript. No, and Clip Studio Paint mainly. I'm gonna tell you right now because there's only like three of them, four maybe. It's the dark pencil, the light pencil. I use the light pencil for undersketching, the dark pencil for, and I don't care what anybody says. Those are the best brushes that I've used in any digital drawing program. even better than Procreate. But I like Procreate better, so I just get brushes here to maintain. Okay, like
There you go.
to do what I can do. But I do love those brushes more. I just like Procreate better. So I use light pencil, dark pencil, whatever that ink brush is. I think it's just called ink. And there's one more brush that I use, and I can't remember it. But yeah, you could rock with those three brushes, and those brushes are native to Clip Studio Paint, so there's nothing to download. So basically, I'll use the light pencil for the underpainting, the other sketch, and the dark pencil for the actual line art. You could still use the light pencil for that too. And then when I'm coloring in like those solids, flats, since I don't really do digital painting in that program, I'll use the ink brush. That's it. I don't know. It's the most basic way I use that program. But yeah, I don't use it too often. I would like to one day use it often, but um I don't have a keyboard connected to my iPad, and that thing is really optimized to use a keyboard with.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Alpha Proto says the Japanese footage is the best part of Power Rangers. No point watching it without that. I might as well watch the subs. True.
Hmm,
True. I'm down to just watching the Japanese stuff. Like I'm gonna watch all these. I'm gonna see if I can watch another season of Sentai. It's very interesting to watch.
there you go.
Let's see. Alpha Proto says, "Oh, Tom Ryder. I never played that game. Who is he? Just kidding." And it says, "Why are people up in arms over Stellar Blade? Wasn't Bayonetta worse as she made it into Smash Bros?"
Okay, so I guess we could get into that. And the reason that people didn't make a fuss about Bayonetta is because, from my guesstimate, drumroll please, it wasn't time yet. Also, Bayonetta was how do I say this within the confines of YouTube?
I would say it
Bayonetta,
has a camp factor
yeah, it was
to
okay.
it.
That's number one. Bayonetta was supremely campy. She was literally the female Dante, um, except in reverse or something, right? So that's number one. Number two, it seemed that the internet community took Bayonetta as some kind of icon,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
or
yeah. Yeah.
right.
Right. Yes.
Which she wasn't actually.
Well, I guess it's like it fit the criteria to be an
She fit the
icon for.
criteria to be, but this has been disproven, especially with
It doesn't matter
Alliance.
though. It's not how it works. It's not like you make something and then it takes on a cult status. It's like it has the attributes and by accident, and then the community says, "Okay, that's it," and it becomes a thing later. You know what I mean? It's not like it was targeted, but it ends up the same anyway.
Alpha Proto's confused, talking about people who are attracted to all the other kinds of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they adopted it into their
And they adopted it. Yeah, they thought
cultural icon for those communities because
she.
it fits like the campy vibe. You know, it's like it's like a you know what I'm saying?
They figure she's sassy. It's like, oh, she's
Right.
that's
It's
who she
like,
is, and that's not who she was. But whatever.
well, she is sassy.
I mean, no, she
It
was
kind of
sassy.
works. I mean,
I'm just talking about her orientation. First of all, was not it's not like super spelled out. However, it is spelled out. Like
mhm.
she literally said that the only thing I forgot what the exact line is, but literally in the first game she says she enjoys making babies.
But it doesn't matter what
Right.
she's into or any of that stuff. It's the aesthetic of
Yes.
it, the overall aesthetic of her. You know, her outfit, her shoes,
Mm,
her cat suit, the Sarah Palin hairdo, like you know, the beehive
yes.
earrings. It's all the vibe or something like that. This, I guess, Stellar Blade is straight up like they feel it's for like I don't know dudes to ogle at.
They were like, "Oh, this is all cis," so it's like whatever. Like,
Right, so it's like more focused attacks, but it's not even that big of an attack, y'all. I feel like they're coming down off of this. That guy who made that video where he interviewed those New Yorkers in the street,
yes.
like, yo, I don't know if his video got more views, but when we last saw it last
Now that I
week,
saw it, it was like I'm gonna tell you because Maki was looking at the video again.
mm-hmm.
It got up to 19K, which is still
Yeah,
insane because my man has 2.3 million followers. That video that you know
yeah, he
what's
had
you
to hustle, get into trouble, have all the major YouTubers use the video as meme fuel for him to get the 19K. But back in the day, like in 2016,
Mhm.
that dude would have had support from like all the major outlets, BuzzFeed and all that stuff.
Yeah, yes.
Now it's just like
It's not
it's not
his
the same
it's not
anymore
his
because
time. Like people don't care. Okay, those seven or so people that he asked in NYC
hmm
about, like, Eve was over sexualized or something. Like,
yeah.
yo, man, that's relegated to them alone.
Also, they can't really bully people, haters that hard with people overseas
Yes.
because the ocean barrier, the language barrier.
Hmm.
If it was an American company that somehow had a budget for this kind of stuff, maybe then they could bully them.
Yeah.
But they're still protected for now
But no.
to a certain degree.
Right.
He did answer his critics though, like he did. The was it Hyung Tae Kim?
Hmm.
So he did say, I don't get ads. Yeah, there was an article from. It says from Bounding the Comics. It said Stellar Blade director rejects criticisms of lead character sex appeal. I don't want to see something normal. I want to see something more ideal.
Right. That's what the man said.
So that's what man said. That's what he said.
And Hyung Tae Kim, listen, Hyung Tae Kim is a funny individual. I didn't even think it would. Hyung Tae Kim was. Dan, did you discover him or did I discover him when we first knew about him, Lucky?
I know. We discovered that dude like years ago, like 20 some years ago. Like
Right.
he was on CG Networks. I don't know that site. Is that site still around? CG Networks,
Oh man, I'm not even sure.
Networks forum or something, dropping like heat every day. And then he was everyone was trying to copy his art style because it was crazy. He would only use a certain version of Corel Paint
Man,
because it had a water brush. Remember, it had a water brush that you could only get with that version of Corel Paint.
let me tell you something, y'all. Let me tell you something. When we discovered this man, I went to try to hunt down all this man's techniques. Dan is correct. And I was like, yo, there has to be a brush. Because I couldn't get Corel Paint for some reason.
I guess it was expensive.
Yeah. And I had to like figure out in Photoshop, like, how am I gonna because I wanted a digital paint.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I haven't digital painted in a while because I want to focus on my more comic slash I guess manga style that you see me doing right now. Yeah, I tried to hunt that down and I got close, but like when I first saw Hyung Tae Kim's art, like it was amazing. Have y'all seen Hyung Tae Kim stuff? I'm gonna bring it up for a second because his art is insane, and now he's a whole director. Which, hey man, that's good for him. Hyung Tae Kim arts. Let me.
Yeah. So everyone's trying to copy his techniques and to try to like replicate the brush in like Photoshop. Like some people in the forum says, "Oh, this is the best we could do," and like told you the specs, and you try to make it yourself.
Yeah.
But Hunter still, and I guess he's still now big news. Like
Yeah.
he's the man.
Like now for his painting style, you couldn't find like a brush in any of these programs that
Oh,
anything. Yeah,
100%.
like now it's like because digital painting, there's a whole bunch of digital painters like Art Germ,
Yeah,
Loish, and people
yeah.
like
There's
that. So
options. I wonder if he's still working on that Coral Paint. Like he's like, I don't know, beat the system. He won't never delete it from his
can you
computer. He's
imagine? He's
just,
just like, nah, I'm always using coral paint. I just
hey, his art will still look great from Coral Paint. I mean, why change it? I mean, why upgrade? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like
yeah, but yeah, this was
he
his
was
stuff.
producing this kind of stuff back in the day. So
I remember seeing this stuff and I was like, yo, this painting style is amazing because this is the first time I legitimately saw digital painting. So
yeah,
I was like blown away. And I know
for
he's
sure.
yeah, man. His
So you could tell he liked the ladies back then too.
right.
As you can see,
Yeah, he was
yeah,
not shying away.
yeah. I think Jermaine Dupri was a fan of this fashion design too. That's inspired his look for the Super Bowl.
Maybe.
Possible influence.
Yeah, that might be the case. That might be the case.
So
But
I'm looking
yeah.
at this article here, and it says opining that the choice to present a character with such a sexually appealing design, and it's a quote from him saying, has become somewhat of a brave thing to be going for or attempting. Kim told the outlet that in terms of the very harsh reaction Eve might elicit, sorry, it says, let me see that again. It says, opining the choice to present a character with such a sexually appealing design has become somewhat of a brave thing to be going for or attempting. Kim told the outlet that in terms of the very harsh reaction Eve may elicit from global audiences, i.e., terminally online Westerners. That's from the
Oh, I was
article
about to say, is
article
that
guy
his?
himself.
Is that?
No, he did not say that.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, this is the the uh the bias of the article.
All right,
The journalist himself.
understood, understood.
All right. This is a quote from Hyung Tae Kim. He says, I personally think that compared to movies, animation, manga, and so on, people are especially strict towards games.
Hmm.
In games, there's all the views that people have, which are not always positive about unrealistically beautiful characters. To this end, the director then bluntly admitted, honestly, when I play a game, I would like to see someone who is better looking than myself. That's not what I that's what I want, he concluded. I don't want to see something normal. I want to see something more ideal. I think that is very important in a form of entertainment. This is, after all, entertainment targeted for adults. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
So that's what he said.
He's coming
And he's
out.
sticking by it. The game
He's
is
coming out
coming
at
out.
www.based.com. I don't.
It's April 26th. It's coming your way, whether people like it or not. So
Doing his thing. I don't know.
I mean, look, you can intellectualize it and defend it. There'll always be somebody to complain.
Right.
Even people go the opposite direction. People complain about that too. So,
Yeah.
just do what you want to do and see what happens. Now, there are people who don't want him to do what he want to do.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I mean, look, you got like, they're not even showing you the superhero outfits of this Madam Web movie. Meanwhile, the Madam Web premiere, you got Sydney Sweeney and Dakota Johnson with like half naked dresses on, trying to sell this movie that I guess is PG-13 for families or something. I don't know.
That's
Because they're trying to get some clicks. I don't know if I can show you these dresses on this YouTube channel. You know what I mean?
I think I'm gonna take Dan's note when he says there's not like the problems with that people have with this game, excuse me, are very far and few in between because nobody had any problems with those dresses on that premiere floor.
And I get it because it's like, oh, they're choosing to wear the dresses. Like the women are choosing to like put those on instead of having a director tell them to put this on to make money within the movie or whatever.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, it's like, well, if you're trying to sell the product, it's like, what's the difference between just putting it in the movie or putting it the red carpet? What's the difference?
right.
Like, if you're gonna do that, unless we should all make G-rated movies. How about that? We just go back to making like G-rated films. Like who's that guy? What's that movie?
What movie?
It's a Wonderful Life and stuff like
Oh,
that. Just go back to making
I
stuff like
mean,
that.
I guess the funny part about this too is like, let's say particularly you don't like some of her outfits, right? She actually, I mean, there's 50 outfits in this game. She actually has like fully clothed outfits.
Yeah, so you can choose which one you want, and it's all gonna be cosplay, folks.
Oh yeah,
This game blows up. The only thing that would wreck this game is if it actually has crappy like gameplay.
yeah. Like if it actually is trash, which we don't know, we don't
Yeah,
actually know the gameplay now.
that's right. If the gameplay is doo doo, then all this stuff, all the fan art, all this was like gonna dry up super quick.
Yeah, and I guess then I would have fan art here in vain, but it's okay because it's a cool design or whatever. So it'll be around as a relic. The time that Sean did some Stellar Blade fan art. I don't
But
suspect that the game. I mean, I've looked at gameplay like enough in the past to see that I don't think the gameplay is gonna be that bland as long as she has enough variation in her combos.
mhm.
The collision detection is on point.
But
The only thing I could say is like maybe her shooting mechanics kind of like reel back in from her hack and slash a little too
mhm,
much. I know a lot of games like doing that, but I'm used to stuff like DMC or like Nier where it's like your gunplay into your swordplay is really smooth. This one seems to be like it pulls so far, the camera pulls so close into you when you're shooting that I'm like, I'm not sure about that part. But other than that, it doesn't look like the gameplay is gonna be that bad. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
true. Mary Cinematic says, my line work never comes out the way I like. I use the mechanical pencil and the G pen. I use vector layers to outline. Speaking of vector layers, does Procreate have them?
I'm gonna say
No.
with 100% certainty, no.
No, they do not.
I don't want to
No.
use vector layers. In fact, I'm still trying to figure out I'm using this pencil. You see this? You see how that looks? I'm using this pencil on purpose because I was getting into a place where everything, I guess you could still say this is a little clean, where I was getting too clean and it's kind of like hindering me. And I'm still doing a learning process to get out of that, which eventually I'm going to do some videos on here of like style studying and stuff like that to try to break me out of that more as, I guess it's a learning process for us all. But yeah.
Power 900 says Karim Jovian is his name and took subliminals at Asmongold while trying to paint himself as a victim. Yeah, he's talking about the guy who made the
Oh,
Man on
yeah.
the Street video about Stellar Blade, talking to the college kids or something. And yeah, but it's like, yeah, it's true. But it's funny though because he knows what he's doing.
He does.
But and he's trying to, he's trying to get like those clicks for his channel. But I swear, if it was like 2015, 2016, they probably would have made him like head consultant for like these video game companies by now.
So, if in case you want to know, his video on the New Yorkers now is up to 23K.
Okay, so it's blowing up.
I mean,
But is what's blowing up?
no, 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 no,
23K?
23K, bro, 23K out of 2.3. Listen, I'm not here to shame anybody. I, I'm just saying, legitimately, like factually speaking, that's not good for an algorithm. I don't know
And they're
exactly what's happening.
yeah, and they're watching the video as a reference to what they already saw in one of these like Yellow Flash or like Nerdrotic videos or Critical Drinker. Whoever's covering his video and critiquing it is getting way more views than that.
Yeah.
But I think he wants to get the views no matter what. So
I
he'll play the
guess.
bad guy. He'll play the heel if he has to.
But I would suggest. I mean, he's never gonna watch our video, but I would suggest if I was him to hit up his. I don't know, hit somebody up because I don't know. This looking a little. He had one yesterday. What is this? I guess asking New Yorkers about Xbox or PlayStation. I don't know. I don't know if this is a good time to be. It's, it's not a good time to be on Xbox.
Yeah, the day it's like, can he really be serious? Like this game's gonna blow up super hard, and like everyone wants to see this because it looks cool. All right.
And it's funny because he actually knows. Like I went through his thread, and him and my boy that I know on Twitter, Endymion. If you guys should check him out, he has a great channel, huge channel, like 203K subscribers. He'll do a video on Stellar Blade and guess how many views? 200K views. How do you get 100 out of 100% of?
Yeah, the retention rate's crazy because the tides are changing. It's like people are tired of this stuff. People want to return to like what they actually like a 1-to-1 ratio
Right.
of what they like instead of having their brain challenged with the modern audience stuff. It's like it's getting too much. It's getting oversaturated.
Right.
Alpha Proto says, I agree with that director. That's why I mostly watch foreign films. I see black and white all the time. People from what the Orient, what are you talking about? The I see black and white people. Yeah, foreign films, it's like, look, I remember it's like Netflix, what I'm watching, Korean shows.
Mm-hmm.
Because they make the dang show, it has a plot. I'm gonna deal with nonsense. I was watching some show called Bloodhounds about two boxers. His
Yeah.
mom is like got in bad with some loan shark people, and now he has to like team up with some, I don't know, ethical loan shark to try to get rid of the bad loan shark guy.
Right.
So to save his mom's life and business or whatever. And it's like a decent show. Like it has a plot, has action, it's well choreographed fight scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And delivers the goods.
What's the name of that show?
Bloodhounds.
I'll have to
Yeah,
check
the
it out.
Korean shows are really good. I mean, like I was watching another one, My Name, or is it Your Name? My Name,
Yeah.
about some daughter of a gangster who gets killed, and she has to she's told that it was a cop that killed her father, so now she has to become like an underground hit woman
Mm-hmm.
and infiltrate the police. And then there's like action, so they train her to be some martial artist.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. In America, I don't know. It's always this teen show crap and Marvel junk.
Yeah. I think we're all kind of tired of that.
Like, yeah, we're all done with that.
Well, no, we're lying. Everybody's gonna flock out to see
Madam Web.
Madam Web.
That's stuff for babies, bro. Alpha Proto says, I remember his Korean art. He's talking about Hyung Tae Kim. He gives his woman puffies and a thigh gap. Yes. Yes, that was his so you can't be surprised that he made this character. I mean, he's been doing this for years. In fact, this is him scaled down. This is him holding back. If anything.
Yeah, I would say so. I to be honest, I'm gonna like this, this or rather this. Yeah, this is a
This is
scale.
rather conservative for Hyung Tae Kim. Alpha Proto says all the Korean games copied him. He's bringing sexy back. That's right. Cue the Justin Timberlake song.
Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to look up this woman's shoes.
Master Panda says, wait, I remember this artist from back in the day too. Oh yeah, he was big. So many people were copying his stilo.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wokebreaker is here. He says,
Hey,
man,
what's
I
up?
wish I could draw. Sub chat. Hey, Wokebreaker, what's up?
Hey, what up? What up, man? come on, man. Are they gonna show me her shoes?
Massive Panda says, "Yeah, why would I want to purchase a game so I could play as someone as lame as me? I might as well just not buy the game and just continue on with my day and have the same level of entertainment." True.
I have something to say on that note too. I can't get a handle. I think she has like platforms or something. Girl, what are you
It's tough.
wearing?
It's tough to find reference for like a game that's not out yet, and they're
Let me go to the website. Hold on.
now. Yeah, and it's funny. Like, they want you to play a person that's like you, but then it's never a person that's exactly like you. It's always like some weird weirdo, and they say that's you.
I just look. I don't know. Maybe you could call me old man or whatever. When I was growing up, I didn't need somebody to represent me. I wanted to be entertained. I didn't watch Transformers, Thundercats, He Man, that cartoon show Cops, not the other cop show based on real life. Um, I'm trying to remember all the other shows. Um, Silverhawks, all those shows, right? I didn't watch those shows to see myself in the cartoon.
It's always funny in these modern games. They'll say, oh, "Okay, here's the black representation," and then you like play the game. It's like some I don't know some bohemian brother with like
Word.
some buffed out hairdo, and he's like got like I don't know VR glasses on, trying to I don't know hack the combination of like a bodega ADT security system, and you're like, "That's not me. Who's that guy? I can't relate to that guy at all."
Like that's some other dude. I
Yeah,
don't know. I
that's
don't
some
know
other
my
cat.
I don't know that man's at all.
Yeah, maybe Jermaine Dupri can relate to that guy or
Yeah.
something. His fashion forward choices right now. Kind of wish they would have normal people, just regular tin knocker, average Joes
Right.
living life.
That's you, my brother. That's me.
That's like that's me.
Represents you. Do you feel important now? I'm like, wasn't aware that I didn't feel important before this. I know.
That's you. And it's like some I don't know. Some goofy brother from the
Man, listen, there's a lot of representation talk this month. It's getting funny on Twitter, by the way. Like, I don't know, people now were bringing up how is this some Sonic discourse right now? Sonic the Hedgehog discourse talking about Knuckles is black and Sonic is black.
What?
Oh, you didn't know?
Sonic is blue.
Let me educate you, my brother.
Oh, oh,
My brother. You have to understand. Is the character he's back again, y'all? From my
that's right.
skit.
From the skit. Watch the skit. Watch the shorts. Sean is dropping heat right now. He's acting.
The project director's back, bro.
That's right. And
Now I
different
got
colors off the air, but it lives on React and Draw. Like, watch the shorts after the stream.
we have got to take
So, all right. So, educate me, my brother. Educate.
So people
You know,
have claimed
enlighten. Okay.
both black and otherwise, I guess people on the
The other
whatever end of the spectrum have
spectrum.
stated that Knuckles, and this came about because Knuckles
Mm-hmm.
has a spin-off show
Mm-hmm.
before the next Sonic movie comes out.
I saw it on the Super Bowl
Yeah,
commercial.
I'll watch it because I don't know Sonic. I like Sonic.
I'm with you.
Yeah. And after that, somebody just I don't know who first made the original tweet, but I'm sure it went something like, "You can't look at Knuckles and tell me he ain't black."
Is it because he's voiced by Idris Elba? Is that why they're saying that?
That and because of his quills.
Right.
I guess they think those are dreads. I'm like, yo, he's an echidna though. That's
Right.
that.
I mean, it sounded like a Japanese game player. Was he thinking like he's a Rastafarian or something? Is that
I mean,
confirmed?
I don't. Like, can somebody look up Knuckles? Because
I remember Uganda Knuckles. I remember that.
do you know the way?
Is that what they're talking about?
Yeah,
Do you know the way? Is that what
I don't know. I don't know if they talk about Knuckles.
They retcon it into his origin from Uganda.
I mean, listen, if there are like creator notes, you know what I'm
He's
saying?
coded black.
That's what they like using is coded black, and then they also applied that to Sonic, saying that Sonic is the nerdy black kid.
Because he was voiced by Jaleel White in
Right.
the old cartoon. Remember that?
Yes.
But in the original
However,
Sonic game, he didn't talk at all. So
yes, I highly doubt like
he's
Sonic.
he's nerdy black. Like what?
I don't think they were thinking nerdy black when they created
No, they were
Sonic
not thinking about
originally.
any. Sonic was not a nerd. Period.
No, not at all.
He's not a nerd at all. He's like the coolest guy in the whatever that universe he's in.
I can't talk for Knuckles. You got me on Knuckles, and I'm leaving the big if on that one. Just for the
Do you know the way?
yeah, I'm leaving a big if on that one, even though I'm probably correct, but I'm leaving a big if just to not put my foot in my mouth.
Surely.
And then I found out like yeah, we were inspired by like Jamaicans. I don't know, like who knows. But
Don't worry. Could
Sonic,
be Jamaican, could be Jamaican.
Sonic, come on, son. Like we're not doing this today. So yes, that is the new Sonic discourse. That is popping right now on Twitter, and the debates they're getting like they're getting a
No, it's
little
gonna be.
heated. They're getting
Well, the racial arguments get heated,
because remember it is Black History Month, so
Oh, okay. So, look for heroes from video game lore.
that is correct. See yourself in a animal character. I don't know, but whatever. Listen,
Great.
these are the things that are plaguing the Black community.
So then you get the plague part, right? Master Panda says, "Yeah, man, I just can't get into those Marvel shows. I have zero desire to watch that stuff." Yeah, it's like I guess like the Marvel stuff is not even trending that well.
Yeah,
Like in terms of like the except if it's like people dumping on it at this point because like the only thing that got people talking really was this Deadpool
yeah,
Wolverine thing, but it's so corporate at this point and so fake and so cloud chasing for like the modern audience crowd, and it's sort of like people have been looking for alternatives and they're wondering why, and the ones that did I doubt are going back to Marvel
yeah.
and Disney and things like that. I'm just happy watching stuff on Tubi or like whatever, Crunchyroll or whatever. As long as they dub it right, I don't really care.
Yeah.
But or just do the subtitles, But Marvel, man, like DC, I don't know. That guy James Gunn is gonna have to blow everybody out the water intentionally, and I think he's trying to do that. Like how you said, like these people on some of these companies are trying to make things that people can actually digest and watch,
Yeah.
like Reacher and stuff like that, which must have like broke their mind to try to make this show. Some giant buff white dude punching people and not crying and a bowl of cereal about it and stuff. Being a hero, I guess like they broke their face trying to make this show.
Yeah.
But they made it, and it's like Amazon's number one hit. They spent like $300 bajillion on Lord of the Rings and flopped, and they figured they could save a lot of money just going doing something that's going against the grain. They're trying. So it's like you say, like I guess that's like what some kind of a coded show to conservatives. I guess they could like watch it, like those shows on CBS, like Blue Bloods and
Right.
all the cop shows. There's like so many cop shows on TV, bro. It's insane. And now it's the fire department.
I don't know.
There's more fire department shows than actual fires in real life.
I've never really been hyped
Chicago fire country.
I've never been hyped by a fire department show, but teach them.
They're the real heroes.
Not to take away from actual fire people. Maybe some of them are good,
They're good. I don't know. You know, somebody's watching it. These shows are on forever. They never get canceled. I don't know. Everything's become a big racial discussion online, in the
Varies.
media. You know, what does it mean? What does it all mean, guys?
It's a lot of.
Why can't we just get along? Like Rodney King. See, Rodney King said we should all get along, and then for his trouble, they made fun of him. They made fun of him. He already got like beaten face, and then he like said, "Can we all just get along?" And then like they laughed at him. And it's like, why can't we just get along? You know what I'm saying? Rodney King revivalism.
If you would ask me personally, I mean, obviously, there's been a lot of racial tension over the years that have been kicked up by, as long as you remember to forget things, you can kick anything up. That's kind of why in my skit, like the guy who was saying, like, "Yo, we never been in fiction before," like straight up lies. I mean,
Yeah.
that was a play on like articles I've actually read where people are like,
Yeah, they try to claim when Black Panther came out, there was no like black characters, no black superheroes, and
I'm like, so Blade didn't exist. All right, cool, got you. I remember seeing an article when like Finn was in Star Wars, like finally a first black person in sci-fi.
yeah,
What?
it's because like I don't know, this is all geared towards politics, and political people don't watch sci-fi stuff unless they turn it political. So this is like the first time they ever like saw sci-fi shows and never realized it was like the genre of sci-fi existed until it went political.
You remember they said to try to say that about the Transformers or something like, oh, we never seen. Did they use?
What?
Yeah, they try to say like, oh, this is the first time that I don't know, people, it's their favorite term, POCs been in something of this like I forgot what exact term that they use. It was one of the actors that said it.
Yeah, it was like a new threshold for sci-fi entertainment, like something of this grand scale or something. I don't know what they're talking
Yeah, in a
like.
sci-fi, and I'm like, I know exactly because Morpheus doesn't exist.
Right, exactly. It's just what can I
Like,
say?
what are we doing, bro? Like,
Just
what are we
struggling
supposed to?
to be the first pioneer of this or that, and it's just sounding more cringe. I actually saw that Transformers movie.
Mhm.
I mean, you got to grade these movies on the curve because a lot of them are like pure ass.
Damn.
But like this one was like okay. It was like lesser Bumblebee, like at best. I think the Hispanic kid, probably has some natural comedic talent,
Hmm.
so I didn't like mind him as much. Whatever, but damn it, they never really did G1 properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And why can't they just like? I want a reboot where they just have it like the cartoon with like Spike and Sparkplug, they're like construction workers. Like he works with his dad.
Right.
Instead, it's always got to be some retcon for like whatever fake audience. Like no one has construction jobs anymore. In fact, construction is like the only thing going on right now. The rest of the jobs are going to be replaced by AI. It's like that South Park show.
Right.
Like Randy was like looking for a contractor to like fix his, I don't know, oven door and stuff, and found out that he was the only guy in town making money. And like his job being a geologist, and some other guy being a lawyer, and some other guy being a therapist, all those jobs are going to be like replaced. So like being a construction worker is probably a good gig. It's probably more relevant, but they don't want to make shows about construction workers because
Right.
that's not the audience that are make these shows or movies. It's not blue collar people. The only blue collar people they want on TV or movies is like cops and like the fire department, I guess, because apparently they're like overfunded on television. Um, Alpha Proto says, "Jazz, did it make you feel represented?" Sounds like my alcoholic uncle.
No, no.
Who's Jazz? Oh, it's from the
Yeah,
Transformers.
Transformers. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Jazz and who's that DJ? I mean the Blaster, whatever. His name is.
Oh.
Alpha Proto, no. Power 900 says that sounds like that Robin Hood show, Dan. Yeah, I know.
Oh
With
no,
the
not
guy
again.
Director X.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that guy. It sounded like when he was getting grilled by all these channels and he actually showed up on a few
Hmm.
to debate people. It sounded like midway he was just admitting like, oh, I had an idea for this show, and it was more like the A team, like Robin Hood, to come back from like they're big veterans from Afghanistan or something, and they had to take on the system. Instead, like the studio pitched back to him like, what if you made them teenage rappers in the hood? And he just went with it because if he didn't, they wouldn't have greenlit his show and he wouldn't be paid.
Right.
It's like a weird disconnect between what audiences actually want and what can get made. Because the people who run it are just like, I don't know, pumpkin spice latte drinking, like college, Ivy League college graduates looking for an easy gig that doesn't involve a lot of coding and
right
manual labor. So they get a gig, through nepotism at one of these Hollywood studios, and they care about musicals, and they care about, like, I don't know, indie dramas, like the movie about No Man Land about Frances McDormand living in a van. They rather make stuff like that, but said they got a gig over at like Marvel or Netflix or something, or the CBC, where they greenlight stuff like Robin Hood. And if it looks like something out of their wheelhouse, they're just going to push it until it's something that they want to see. Then they get the paycheck, they make the show, but then no one watches. It's like the last part doesn't pan out. The part where people are actually watching.
Right.
All right, I'm going to speed run through these chat. Alpha Proto said, how about Winston from the Ghostbusters? Yeah, exactly. He was a good character.
Oh, yeah.
And I resent that Stranger Things episode where like they try to say like, they had the character. He says, I don't want to be Winston. Winston sucks. Remember?
Yeah, word. I remember that. I was like, what are you talking about, bro?
I'm like, no, hey, little man, I will not have this Winston slander. Man, Winston is cool. Winston is a Ghostbuster.
Right. That was uncalled
Winston had quotable lines in the movie too.
He probably had the most quotable lines.
Yeah, what about the Twinkie? Like, it's a steady paycheck and not doing anything you say.
Yep.
I mean, come on, man. Corny. Somebody on Netflix probably said, put that line in there. Alpha Porter says, the Knuckles spinoff shows a 6-episode series, just a 3-hour movie split into 30-minute segments. Yeah, it's what it is.
Yeah, I figured as much.
It's content, I guess. Knuckles has a rap theme in Sonic Adventure. That confirms it? Probably. Yeah, enough coded adventure right there. Coded material.
That's the code.
Massive Panda says, how many times in y'all's art career have you had someone ask you to commission a Goku? But as a black dude, it's probably somewhere between 20 and 30 for me. So Massive Panda has had a commission for Bloku, the Black Goku. Froku, yeah. Exactly.
Actually,
haven't got it.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think I have. Somehow, I was always waiting for it. I don't know why they don't ask me, because it's not like on my other platforms. I'm not like how I am with Twitter, where like my opinions on entertainment. So I'm kind of shocked that they haven't asked me, but they haven't, thankfully. But I always wait for it. So I could imagine you getting those requests, and I that's got to be something.
Let's see. Alpha Porter says, I remember someone saying Guy from Final Fight was black because he wears Nikes. That cannot be true.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, bro.
He's not even black. He's actually a character. He's like,
God.
He's already,
isn't Guy
what he looks
Japanese?
Like. Yeah. He's a Japanese guy. He was straight up in the game. Like, he was him. How can he be something else? Guy? That was his name. Final Fight.
Oh, hey, the Street Fighter Wiki.
Power 900 says, This hoopla actually started in 2020. An Asian artist drew cute anime humanoid versions of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Got his art fixed to make Knuckles black.
I remember that.
I don't know,
I
man.
remember that.
That's
I literally remember that.
it's like the weird part of Twitter or something.
Yeah, this very strange, bro. That's the art fixer part of Twitter. I don't like art fixers, yo. Like it really is like kind of annoying. It's just the aspect of like you would take somebody's art, like somebody would take like let's say they didn't like this and they took this, downloaded the JPEG and just decided to tint their skin another color.
It's just
It's
so
weird.
weird.
It's weird. It's like draw your own thing then.
I guess people feel some kind of like super serious communal bond with on racial lines and stuff, mad hard, that it encompasses everything that they think about and everything they enjoy. Meanwhile, it's like I'll be all like come in this world and we all leave it alone. I mean, like, I mean, just get into existentialist or something at the late hour, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that movie, My Dinner with Andre. He had that dude shocked at the end because he came with some existential argument saying, one day maybe you look at your wife and your family and think like, yo, I'm gonna leave you and that's it, bro. Like, maybe you know me from the family bond, but is that a social construct or something? Like, like maybe we all exist onto each other. We're all having experience on this earth as an individual, and then we leave it as an individual, and then it moves on without us. You know what I'm saying? They moving company packs all your crap and throws it in the garbage, whatever. It says it's to your family and shit. But people want to be bonded. Like, yo, that guy looks like me, and Finn and me, we can hang out because
I don't know. It's a
we
weird
both
like
black.
I
And
don't
it's
want to
like, no, it doesn't really work like that.
I don't want to get too conspiratorial, but it has to be some kind of like weird thing where they were just like, how can I explain this? They were like,
It's like we're all individuals at the end of the day.
right,
I mean, and we know that because we're trying to play a game where, like, oh, they want collective rewards. Like, all races want collective rewards for what their race has done, but they don't want collective blame for what they do either.
you know, I've always heard. Oh, sorry. To finish my last point, it was like it's like it was like there was like some kind of like weird collective thing where they're like, hey guys, remember all the black successful or just other race that's not Caucasian successful material that existed in the 90s and 80s? Guess what? We're gonna pretend that none of that happened.
Yeah, it's like some kind of erasure. Like they take the neuralizer from the Men in Black movies and they like zap your brain. Boop,
Right.
and then like you don't forget like the past decades. You don't like remember Jennifer Lawrence said that she was the first action hero, the first female action hero,
Right.
and before Hunger Games they weren't putting women in action movies.
Like
And then
yeah, she was the
she said it
first.
with a whole she said it with a whole chest. She said it with a whole like being.
Sigourney Weaver didn't exist. Pam Grier didn't exist.
Yes, yes. All the Tomb Raiders didn't exist. Wanted, Angela Jolie didn't exist.
Nothing.
None of that stuff existed. Michelle Yeoh, all the karate movies, the kung fu movies didn't
Pink Ranger
exist.
never existed, huh?
Yeah, Pink Ranger never
The
existed.
Yellow Ranger
Charlie's
never did
Angels, the
anything.
TV show didn't exist. Charlie's Angels, the movies didn't exist.
It's a
Buffy the
weird.
Vampire Slayer, the movie didn't exist, or the TV show. None of it existed. Alias, 7 seasons of that. La Femme Nikita, the TV show. La Femme Nikita, the movie.
Dark Angel,
Dark Angel.
Buffy.
Buffy, yeah, exactly. The Fifth Element, all the Resident Evil movies, all the Underworld movies.
None of that
None of that existed.
happened because she was the first. Good grief.
Just lies, bro. And maybe somebody believed it because Viola Davis believed it, and she's been in Hollywood, I assume, longer than her. And she was just nodding like, "Yup, yup, yup."
But that's what I figured. That's what's going on with the similar thing going on with the race thing. It's like, and now they got people. And you would think with a movie like Black Panther comes out and makes $1 billion right
You know why they say this stuff? It's because they can get away with it if nobody checks them. And they know that most people are kind of timid and they just go on to get along. And if somebody says it with their whole chest with like 100% confidence, then people are afraid to challenge those people because they say with such certainty that they're afraid of what they're going to do to them if they're like corrected. But once the people are corrected, they just back down. They're like, "Oh crap!" Like Jennifer Lawrence is like, "Oh crap, I didn't mean it like that," and it was like,
I'm like, yo, you said it. Like you bugging, bro. Like,
"Yeah, bro, you're an actress, and you should know about film history. Didn't you win like an award or something? Like, I mean, like, how you don't know about movies? You're an actor. Are you alive on this earth? I mean, I know she's like young. Well, she's not young anymore, but like, I mean,
I don't know. She don't
you're
care.
alive on this planet. You never saw like a billboard for the Tomb Raider movie, or
She
like,
was hopped up on so much agenda that she was like, I'm the person, and I'm like, all right,
yeah, they
ma'am.
get. I guess they get so hopped up on the go off juice that they just like lose
Imagine me
sense of
coming out here and
reality.
saying I'm the first black indie combo creator.
Exactly, bro.
That
But I
is
guess
a
if you hopped up,
lie.
you know why? Because this country don't make shit for real. They just like they don't make things. They just like they're just hyped about confidence. Like
Yeah.
it's just a confidence. You gotta be confident. You gotta get confident to get a girl. You gotta get confident to get this job. You gotta get confidence is number one important. Fake it till you make it. That you end up like, I don't know, saying things that are not even real. Like if you said it with your whole chest, I'm the best black artist in America.
Ridiculous.
And people in the chat would be afraid to like challenge you on it because they'd be like, "Yo, this guy's insane,
Yeah,
bro. I'm
imagine I
afraid to
like
even."
your chat.
What would he
Imagine
do if I told him he wasn't and I pointed the name of some other guy?
right.
Would Sean like rage out and like blow up his apartment? What would he do?
Like imagine I yelled it.
So they wouldn't
That's
say
why.
anything and allow you to be in your delusion.
That's why I'm the first and only, the best there ever was black comic creator.
I'd to be shocked. They'd be like, "What?
I would
Okay,
stop typing in the chat.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah."
might, I might, I might close the stream,
Word.
or I'll stay in the stream but say nothing, just to
Yeah,
see
because
where it
he'd be like, "Yo,
goes.
this guy's loses his mind."
Like, yo, he went insane. Like,
But if no one checks you, then you're just gonna run off into another stream saying now you the best black artist in the galaxy. Like if there was other
not the
blacks in the
galaxy.
in the multiverse, like if you're other blacks in the multiverse drawing comic books, you'd be better than them too. And like until the response video, YouTube video comes out like 2 years later, and then then your whole house of cards crumbling down. Your pillar of reality will crumble before us. But until then, you'd be like thinking you king dingling of the internet.
I'm the only. I'm the first. Though. You can't be using words like first and only, bro. Like,
Yeah, first pioneers, bro. A lot of pioneers going on here. Master Panda says we've been living in an era where I'd rather turn down an opportunity to sell my IP to a major studio for a ton of money. If they do to my work what they've done to Marvel, I'd just rather be broke.
100%. Never.
Yeah, it's getting bad. They used to be the dream. It's funny, like when people talk about corporate filmmaking or corporate like anything, comics and stuff, it just sounds like a now every day more and more sounds like a relic from a bygone era, you know, because nowadays they just pick stuff that doesn't earn anything, that has no cultural impact, and spend a bunch of ad dollars to get into your face. And the only way to like make something meaningful is to do it independently, where there's like, I guess, little to poor infrastructure
Yeah.
to get it out there. But at least it's like yours and it's not gonna suck.
Right.
So it's like we're some weird standoff with like the resource hoarders of these corporations and like the indie people. Well, we'll see what wins, but they're falling apart. Like Madam Web is flopping.
Let's check.
They thought that was a good idea. Okay.
Check the percentage again.
Now the person that directed Madam Web was able to get that job because they just sell out all concepts of what's actually cool to get it made. But at the end of the day, you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. The horse be in the audience, the water be in Madam Web.
4 hours ago, there was a Hollywood Reporter article. Madam Web critic reviews are brutal, hilariously bad, embarrassing mess. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
read this whole article.
sure. It pitches as some empowerment movie and all this, but like at the end of the day, it had no aesthetics. They didn't even show the superheroes. A bad marketing. It was just laziness all around. I'm gonna go back to the chat.
Yes.
Yeah, Master Panda mentioned the Jennifer Lawrence thing. Power 900 says this is new hoopla regarding the Beyonce album not being embraced by people of country music. I'm not familiar with the Beyonce album or its relation to country music. Is she doing a country album? Man, people are trying to get into this country thing now. This is what I'm saying. Like people trying to get into like I guess you talk about what you talk about like Knuckles is black coded or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about that, but I know that there are genres right now that are like conservative Midwest coded or something like that. That's why like all these rockers are trying to move to Nashville to do country music.
Yeah.
And like I was watching America's Got Talent, and before they were trying to be like pop singers. Now they're all trying to be country singers.
That's funny, bro.
Put a cowboy hat and just like make it like they were always a country star. Singing the most basic stuff, country cliches, just stuff that they see outside their window. I got a 4-wheel truck and I see a horse outside my window when I got a straw hat and just like this American flag outside my truck. Trying to make a buck. It's like
I mean, hey.
wild. So maybe Beyonce, is she trying to get into the country market? I mean, like that's why not if everyone else is putting on that dang hat and fooling everybody. So sad. I feel bad because like country people got taken on that ride by Little Nas X. He betrayed them all.
Yeah.
Alpha Proto says, "Oh, Mary Cinemax says, Dan, Sean, any advice to studying light and color theory as it relates to anatomy?"
Well, I mean, I shade like with like spotting black, so the only way out, I couldn't tell you. I mean, you might have to wait for one of my study streams actually, so I could like pinpoint that thought process.
Okay, very good. Alpha Proto says the part of Winston was originally meant for Eddie Murphy. They stalled for him, but they couldn't wait forever. Yeah, that's true. And I think he ended up banking like Beverly Hills Cop, so it all worked out for the best. Because what was he going to be, like the fourth lead? He was already like a giant star from 48 Hours.
Right.
So he can't really be like the fourth guy in a movie. But, I like Ernie Hudson. He was fine.
Yeah.
And I guess that was like a last minute right for Eddie Murphy. And look, they wanted Eddie Murphy to be in the movie. So like, how racist can they be? And he was bigger than them. He turned them down.
Yeah.
And that was a huge movie, Ghostbusters. They're still making Ghostbusters movies, but they're also making Beverly Hills Cop movies too, because I saw a commercial for one on Netflix. So it all worked out. Underworld. Yep. Didn't even know all the movies. 100 says, look at Jada with the Cleopatra doc. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Will Smith and Jada. Like, if you think about it, like, I guess Will Smith was waiting for this Bad Boys movie to come out and hope that he doesn't get embarrassed again.
Right. That's all.
Alpha Proto says, wow, I'm watching the first black indie comic creator. I feel thrilled to watch you. It's nice to see someone who looks like me living the dream. Yeah, it's true. Imagine. You're the first, Sean. How you feel about that?
Pioneer.
He says, until I saw the blackface do it, I didn't think it was possible. I was just going to sell crack, but you changed my mind. You changed his mind. You saved another person to the crack epidemic. You know what I'm saying? He was about to be the next Nino Brown.
Right.
The next New Jack City inspired dope dealer in the streets until your drawings of 2B
yes,
and Eve from Stellar Blade saved him from a life of crime. You're a real humanitarian. Power 900 says those type will get angry faster than Irv Gotti over Ashanti and Nelly. That's right. That's some real early 2000s rap knowledge there.
Right.
I remember that. Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti always looked like a bad little kid or something from the neighborhood. Like even though he was like a grown man, he just reminded me of like a bad little kid from like
Up to no good.
yeah. Ashanti. Remember Ashanti? Ashanti was like an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like it was like the weirdest crossover.
Wait, she was in the episode?
Yeah, I think she was like dating Xander for some reason.
That's funny.
And then like she turned to be some kind of demon or some kind of witch
Oh,
and
okay.
tried to sacrifice him to some creature or something like that. You know, UPN would always try to have like guest spots and stuff to try to get the ratings. So I guess somehow they had connections with Ashanti for some reason. So they're like Power 900 says Madam Web was review bombed earlier today. I don't know. I think it was just bombing and they
Yeah, because those
reviewed
were
it.
that was the critics.
Yeah, that was
That, that,
critics.
that that's not the audience score.
Yeah,
That's the critics.
they haven't released the audience
Yo,
score yet.
IGN, the most lenient, they gave it a
Yeah,
5.
yeah. Word. IGN's supposed to love this. It had a
2 more reviews came out, so it went up 1 more point. It is now at 18%.
Alpha Proto said we're just seeing the critic scores from Madam Web. Do you think the fan scores will be higher? I'm gonna say maybe a
Yeah,
little bit higher because people have a low threshold for what's entertaining.
I think like Morbius got like, I think its thing is like has a crazy difference. To be honest, let me check.
It
Yeah,
could be
all right.
prime.
The Morbius is. I don't know if they're clowning or what, but
They're
it's
probably clowning.
yeah, because it's 15% audience. Sorry, 50% critics and 71% audience.
Yep.
But yeah, as far as Madam Web goes,
Yeah, exactly. Power 900 says it's a country album, and now there's debate if blacks contributing to country, not receiving enough credit. Now they get credit. Charlie Pride, right? Country guy. Darius Rucker, right? He had country albums, right? From Hootie and the Blowfish.
right.
He was crossing over to multiple genres. He was doing like, rock pop back in the 90s, and then he killed it in country. And I even listen to country, and I know that. So how come other people don't know that?
Mm-hmm.
Walk Breaker's out. He says night all.
All right, man.
Nagy's here. Says yo Dan and Sean. What's up, Nagy?
Oh,
What's
what's
up?
up? What's up? What's up? We on a
I've-
admittedly late night stream here talking nonsense.
yeah, we crossed over into the night. Sean's trying to draw this 2B
Yeah.
Nier Automata crossover picture. Alpha Proto says little black girls will shed tears of joy seeing that huge afro swing through the city. Yes, in Madam Web. I mean that they thought that was gonna get like 85% critic rating off rip.
Yeah.
But it didn't work. So they actually had to have written a good script and the story. And now it's over, bro. You know why? Because it's oversaturated and there's not enough payola and perks for these reviewers anymore. So at the end of the day, it's like they just can't lie about it or just be impressed by it anymore.
No, you're right. It's like when Suicide Squad came out, and they were just and then some of the reviewers or IGN mostly, I guess, was like, "Nah, son, we're good."
Can't show for everything. It's nothing in it for these critics. Like, they're not getting the press junket. They're not whining and dining them. They're not giving them a swag bag at the premiere, and
Right.
they're just gonna roast you. They got to get the click somehow. Either the crick loving it, or the click hating it.
Right.
So, gotta try harder. I mean, look, Madam Web as a premise is just weird. I think they were afraid to do a Spider-Woman movie. Like they were afraid, like Marvel would like balk at it too hard or something. It says, "How dare you make a Spider-Woman movie? It's it's gonna lower the cachet of Spider-Man. And I'm like, well,
Right.
maybe it would, but it's like better move than Madam Web. If Madam Web was made at DC or something, the equivalent,
Hmm.
it would just be canceled by David Zaslav at this point.
Oh yeah.
But in the end of the day, it'll be able to be free somewhere on some streaming service, probably on Netflix along with Morbius. I'll
Uh,
wait. I'll wait. I haven't seen Morbius, but maybe I'll wait until it's a double bill with Madam Web.
every time I try to watch Morbius, and I got to like the 5 minute mark, and I was just like, eh.
Alpha Proto says, "Do you think Silver and Black? I mean Silver Sable,
Oh. Hmm.
Silver and Black, the Silver Sable and Black Cat movie would do just as well?" Uh, well, I think all of them are better than Madam Web.
Yeah, like I have to say, yeah.
Silver Sable. I mean, look, what they got to do with these Superman, I mean, Spider-Man movies is sort of introduce these characters within those movies,
Yes.
and then maybe they can spin them off later.
Yeah.
So maybe now that Spider-Man is like out of high school and out of the multiverse storylines from the last film, maybe he could get into these characters a little bit. But yeah, Silver Sable, because it's like an action thing, so maybe they could just make it like it's an action movie
Right.
and cool. And maybe that would be like, well, it's part of the Spider-Man universe, but at least it looks cool on its own. And they would have to embrace the comics and just take whatever weird characters they made up and
Yeah.
have an identity. They need to use the source material from the comics to make their product more interesting.
The source material.
Exactly. They're afraid to do that. Alpha Proto says afraid of Spider-Woman movie, so why did they make one with 3 of them in it? Yeah, I don't know. They like subduing it. It's like they're like trying to make it like she doesn't exist. Said by Sydney Sweeney, and it's like they're like buried in the film because it's the Dakota Johnson's movie as Madam Web. They're trying to make Madam Web a thing.
I wouldn't think to make her.
Madam Web was barely a thing in comics. These Spider Woman had like a cartoon.
Right.
Didn't last very long, but she had a cartoon. And it's like had a comic book series that sold a little bit. Power 900 says, I thought IGN had its hands full going back and forth with Sweet Baby. What's that? Pink? I don't know what that is. You mean like the with that company that's like
Yeah. The
oh, the company that's like
yeah, everyone's beloved
consulting with everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with Stellar Blade. Maybe it'll be like a turning point. Alpha Porta says the future of the Aunt May movie isn't looking good very now.
They're not making that, right? Or is that a joke?
And it's got to be a joke.
I can't tell nowadays.
Who knows? Hey, at least Aunt May is more recognizable than Madam Web.
Yeah, that's true.
Mad Cinematic says when you teach the color sensei Sean drew some beautiful specimens. Dope work.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad I went along with this leg formation, by the way.
Very nice. Very nice.
It's solid now. Like now, like I'm comfortable. Color testing. I'll so I like us. If you guys caught us yesterday, um, we are planning a lot more art centric videos and such. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll probably have a picture at some point in time where it's just like it's already penciled, and then like I'll go over like the actual color. I have something like that actually in my shorts, but I'll do a long form video of it. But
yeah,
but just color.
Correct. So yeah, guys, thanks chatting. Thumbs up the video if you haven't done that. It helps with the algo. Maybe some people are want to catch the tail end of the stream.
Right.
Alpha Proto says no. The old Sony hack said they were making all these movies, including an Aunt May movie. And Power 900 says, why do we need an Aunt May movie though? I have no idea.
What are we doing?
First of all, it's like, who's gonna be Aunt May? Was it Aunt May? It was Marissa Tomei. Is she gonna be in the movie?
She can't.
Yeah, she can't. So I guess they messed that up. Unless they're gonna do it from like what young Aunt May. Didn't like Mark Millar try this like in comic book form, Trouble, and it was like roasted for being one of the worst comics. It's like a rare misfire from Mark Millar. But Aunt May, yikes! What are you thinking about? And I don't understand it because like, what? None of these characters seem to cross over into the Spider-Man movies. I mean, like, I guess in Spider-Man 4, Tom Holland's gonna have to face off against Craven or one of these characters eventually, right? Venom and
Yeah, like why are they all off onto themselves? Like,
yeah, it's like they're afraid to commit to the idea of the Spider-Man universe. Seriously, like they have to like
but they have
actually
to.
have
It's
him.
like y'all own it, so let's go.
Yeah, let's hurry up. Maybe Marvel's like, I don't want to co-finance this. I'm like, bro, y'all here making like She-Hulk. Like, what do you care?
Yeah, I'm like, it's funny because Marvel could be on their high horse, and I'm like, y'all made the rat-a-tat-tat.
Yeah, you made the Marvels. I mean,
Like, stop it. Well,
co-finance
we would never make Madam Web. Like,
yeah, bro, sure. I'm like, well, you got to co-finance this Venom versus Spider-Man movie because it's the fact that there's like standards in the
yeah,
superhero filmmaking biz at this
because
point.
right now Marvel and Sony are like what trying to in a contest to see what makes $2.53 in the box office, bro.
Yeah, I heard that.
Anyway, y'all, we're gonna get up out of here and
Yeah. But this is looking good. Look at that, huh? So the finish of this will be in a long form video.
Yep.
That will be around shortly.
Yes.
Eventually. Guys, thanks for stopping by.
Yes.
Check out redcombook.com, okay? Get yourself a copy of Red Cyberpunk Fairytale, our 88-page graphic novel. Sci-fi reimagining of the Little Red Riding Hood fairy tale. She's a private bodyguard kicking butt, taking names in this sci-fi adventure. Get yours today at redcombook.com at a very, very reasonable price. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you know when we're going to stream again.
Yep. Probably see you guys on Thursday. Tomorrow I'll be doing Valentine's Day.
Oh, Dorbs.
Black chocolate or something. Let me know. But yeah. So we'll be back with some more content.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching Common Writer. Okay. Right. I'm gonna be going to be watching Power Ranger episodes, apparently. Trying to glean weird ideas for my own comic books. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Right.
Alpha Porto says happy Valentine's Day. There you go. Like it's I guess it is today. Yeah. You all spend this with your loved ones doing whatever it is that y'all do.
See, if I was more of a festive person like my boy Makani, I would have had V-Day themed art. Instead, all you got is I don't know, these chicks. An Android, and I'm not sure what Eve is.
Well, they're bringing love to the people.
Yeah, I guess. I guess Eve is enough enough love for everybody because everybody loves her.
Power 900 says, GF, I want my gift, Sean. Yeah, Sean's.
Oh, my girlfriend.
Yeah. You gonna draw a nice picture? I'm gonna draw a picture, son. Draw a picture, girl.
I did draw a picture of her. It's but I should do another because that one was like a while back. It was like a digital painting.
Alpha Porter says, as the kids say, I've got to work on my Riz.
The Riz.
Riz it up.
You don't need you want the Riz? All you gotta do is act like one man. Hyung Tae Kim. He got That's the role model right there. Anyway, y'all. It's super late, and I'm gonna let you go. Everybody have a good night, and we'll catch you the next time we stream. Peace out.